And again, Jim Wilcox is #1 again. What? There should be sound, my team. I tested. I looked at it earlier myself. I can hear the music myself. So.
Shadow Smokers Legion!
Shadow Smokers Legion.
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 Shadow Smokers Legion for life.
Shadow Smokers Legion.
Shadow Smokers Legion.
Shadow Smokers Legion.
Shadow Smokers Legion, baby. And for those that you couldn't understand that,
Shadow Smokers Legion.
There we go. Hey guys, Tony the Soy Sauce Assassin. Today is Wednesday, the night before, what, Thanksgiving? Is that what it is? Thanksgiving? Yeah. So, what the hell? I have no idea what that is. Okay? So, a little bit too hyper because apple pie, I'm telling you. Big apple pie, sugar high, and yeah, telling you. Anyways, because is the night before Thanksgiving, I did go up there and then just try to find something to smoke that kind of fit the theme. I have over here stuffed turkey by Viaje. I don't know what year this is. I don't know what's in here other than I think it's a bunch of Nicaraguan cigars. Tobacco. And I don't know what size it is. It's about a Robusto, but it's kind of like a box press. The reason I don't know is because I first got one of these through the tray that they had on Cigars Daily. Somebody traded me one of these the previous Thanksgiving, and I smoked it the previous Thanksgiving. Would that be like 2 Thanksgiving ago? I think that would be 2 Thanksgiving ago, right? 2018 or something like that. And I thought it was pretty cool, so I traded more of these from someone else. And I totally forgot about it. Like, I absolutely forgot about this, okay? I don't know if this is dark meat or white meat. I think there was 2 kinds. I don't know. All I know is because I forgot all about this, and I looked for it, there was a little crack on the cap. So you'll see I moved the bend up a little bit so it holds the cap together so I can kind of smoke it. So I'm going to try to smoke this, and hopefully this will last for the night. Of course, paired with nice cup of coffee. This particular coffee is a pecan pie flavored latte. So I'm gonna give that a try. It's my first time trying this one too. So yeah, and then we have Brian Alka on the other side, in the dark, middle of nowhere. Hopefully he'll be safe for the night, of course. And yeah, say hi to everyone. What are you smoking tonight?
Got the Encore.
Got the Encore. We actually talked about that cigar just the other day, because the way Encore is, it's actually not a bad cigar. It's just, I think, priced slightly too high.
Yeah, I had won this one for one of the giveaways you had a while back, so I was sitting on it for a long time.
You know, and it's about to get more expensive if New York ever decided to, 100 something % of tax.
I think it's 75% right now.
They will try to pass another 100 something % on the wholesale side, so you can't avoid it. So let me smoke this. Wow. Okay. Holy crap. Very, 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 very tasty. Like, you know, if you think about one of those Nicaraguan puro cigar kind of thing, this thing tastes like one of those strong ones. But I don't know the difference. Like, some people say there's a white meat, some people say there's a dark meat. I don't know the difference. Really, I can't tell because that looks like a Habano to me. It's not really dark. But very tasty. A lot of flavor. A little bit salty. A little bit salty. Very woodsy. A little bit earthiness. A little bit dry leaf. You know, one of those, like, when you, like, you know, sweeping the floor, and then you got those dry leaf, a little bit dry. I thought you didn't smoke Viaje. No, I don't buy Viaje anymore. I no longer buy Viaje. This is before that. This is before all that. This is before all that. All my purchase issue. But yeah, I haven't been buying Viaje at all, I think. Yeah. I didn't even look for it. So. Wow. Peppery. It's got a little bit of coffee to it too. And the pepper is like it's like a little bit mix between black pepper and those like chili red pepper, because that spicy lingers a little bit and then it spreads. Not like, you know, black pepper, which just literally make you want to choke. This is kind of spreads it out. So.
And you're pairing it with the coffee too, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's the same beans that from Saturday?
No, this is a different one because it's latte. This is 90% milk. This is 90% milk. Okay, so it's one shot of really dark espresso. It's a coffee bean that was roasted with some flavoring, with some roasted pecan. They call it pecan pie. So I wanted to get more note out of this. Like, make sure that's the notes I'm getting before I have a sip of that coffee, because I feel like that coffee is just gonna wash it all out. I'm not gonna taste anything. So
yeah.
It's got a little bit of a hard to describe bitterness. Alright, it's a hard to describe bitterness. It's a little bit unpleasant, that bitterness. Like, I usually say, like, oh, a little bit bitterness is okay. This one is kind of weird. It's like if you burn your pepper and then you ate that burnt, you kind of get that flavor.
With
it's
the
like
spice.
It's not a burnt spice, though. I'm talking about like a chili pepper, if you burned it. And it's also got water taste. I don't know if you guys can tell water taste. Water, like when, how do I describe water taste? It's not musty. I'm talking about water, like when you drink a bottle of water. Like, you know how every bottle of water tastes slightly different, including the sink water. It's got to taste different, right? And it's that slight different Sometimes like if you drink sink water all your life, and then all of a sudden go drink a bottle of Poland Spring, that's the flavor I'm talking about. It's got a little bit of that plasticky water pHness to it, but it's not really a flavor.
It's like switching from, well, like you say, a tap or plastic, or even like that new box water. If you go
Right.
from one to the other, you could taste the difference.
Oh, the box water, you can definitely taste the box. I'm not even kidding. You can taste that box. Okay, so I guess mineral. I guess now Bob said it might be a mineral taste, like a water mineral taste. So here you go, coffee. I can still taste that spice without that milk and foam in it.
It's not washing it over.
That actually make my coffee taste really light. Granted, this is my 8th cup of coffee today. Now, after I drink the coffee, this cigar got sweeter. So yeah, like whatever you're drinking, whatever you're eating does affect a lot on, what you smoke, what you eat, what you drink. It does taste kind of strong, but I haven't feel that nicotine yet. Bob was saying vitamin N. I haven't heard Bob say vitamin N for a while, I think. Based on the new recent videos, he's got a few videos with like only 5 minutes long. He's like, "Do you have 5 minutes?" Yes, you do have 5 minutes. That's why you're watching this.
Did you get a lot of nicotine from it on the last one that you had? Do you remember?
Say that again?
Did you get a lot of nicotine from it the last time you had it?
The last time I had it, I couldn't even finish it.
Okay.
Not because there was a lot of nicotine. It was because it was tasting weird. I can't remember who traded it to me. But it was tasting weird. I thought it was pretty cool. So at that time, I didn't care. All I wanted was just a band. Because the band was a turkey. So I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I can't tell you I like it. I know it's a lot of the flavor that you typically get from a good cigar, especially is very tasty. But it's got that, like I said, the mineral or water taste. It's got a little bit of that bitterness that tastes like burnt pepper or something like that, like burnt red pepper or maybe burnt green pepper. Flavor on the side of this that did not taste right. One thing for sure, this cigar does not taste like a turkey. That I can tell. That I can tell right away. It does not taste like a turkey. Hey, Tighten Up. I literally saw Tighten Up hit the subscribe button while I was on computer. Was that it was early today, I think. Early today or yesterday. I was looking at stuff and all of a sudden he hit the subscribe button while I was looking at what videos I have already. So the number just popped one up and I looked at it. It was I was Tighten Up that subscribed. I have no idea who that is. And I was right away I looked at his profile. And then he's got 1 subscriber. I was like, what? Who's this guy? Who's this guy? But yeah, welcome, Tighten Up. If you got time to type, kind of introduce yourself a little bit if you could. Yeah, I was wondering whether or not he's gonna show up today, because it's like this random person that just subscribed to the show, but it wasn't even never been on the show, but just showed up. I was like, who's this guy? I wonder.
Well, he definitely was interested to jump on right away after subscribing.
Yeah,
so.
right. What's really interesting for those who doesn't know, Quick 30 has joined Shadow Smokers Legion. Out of peer pressure, of course. I'm pretty sure that's out of peer pressure. And it's not 1 peer, it's 5 peer pressure. But he did join the Shadow Smokers Legion. It's not through the Facebook though. He did join through our homepage. But yeah, hey, that still counts. That still counts. I was all excited. I was about to, go into the roster and add his name onto it. Just noticed that, Michael was the one that set him up. I already got his name in there. I was like, damn you, Michael. So yeah, let's see. Gary Book, Bob the Cigar Guy, Josh Jones. I think I saw Nathan Jones earlier, or Nate Jones earlier, and JT Baker. James Wilcox was like first one every day now. Every time I go out, he's the first one. Doesn't matter if it's scheduled or not scheduled. He's the first one. I don't know. Does he just like wait at his phone like this? It's like, oh, it's on. Because that's, you know how when you start streaming, my phone will go off and says your video is on. Before my phone even go off, his name is already on there. It says, hey everybody. I was like, what?
He's got that 5G service. That's what it is.
I thought I have 5G too. You know, I'm on Wi-Fi. Okay. Anyone has any thoughts on Nespresso machine versus espresso machine? Okay. So, blue collar sticks. I happen to be an expert on that because I own about 4 or 5 Nespresso machine and 2 professional espresso machine. And I can tell you, if you enjoy espresso and drink like 5-6 cups a day, Nespresso machine might be a good choice because it's quick, it's easy, but the thing is that you're not gonna get that much crema on there. And it's harder to control the water pressure bar and the temperature, and it's not ideal if you like to customize your espresso. All right, if you want to customize espresso, you want to do latte art and stuff like that, Nespresso machine is not gotta be the best. Oh, okay, here we go. And the perfect pair will not work with your Nespresso machine, even with a with the one-time use pot. It doesn't work that way. The probably not gonna taste good. So if you do an espresso machine long term, it's gotta be much better. You got much more control over your coffee for sure, bar none. Okay, you gotta get that creamy crema right off that espresso coming down, especially the double sprout. If you have a single sprout, it still works. Double sprout is gonna look so creamy, and you just have to learn how to press your grinds right. You know, you have to learn how to press it. You have to learn how to feel it. That's like very easy thing. You learn it in like a day. Alright, so in the end, short term, if you just want to be able to taste all kind of different kind of coffee, all kind of different espresso, all kind of different stuff, Nespresso is great because they always release different region. They have signature regions: Ethiopia, Colombia, Cuba. They sometimes have Kona, not all the time, and they have like those like Western region. They even have Brazil, right? So yeah, Nespresso machine, very good for if you just want to drink a lot of coffee and you want to have variation and stuff like that. But if you want control and long-term investment, I'm talking about long-term investment because that espresso machine is gonna last you like a lifetime. Espresso machine usually doesn't go bad. They will last a long time, and they look super classy, easy to clean, very easy to clean, and you get all the control you want. Like you get to control your milk, the foam, you get to control the temperature of your water, you get to control the grinds of your beans and all that stuff. So I will say if you're really looking to have a great espresso, you get an espresso machine. All right, and I recommend the hold on. I had the name right in my head and I forgot about it. Hold on. Breville. I recommend the brand called Breville. They make great espresso machines. In fact, Nespresso actually licensed their machine to have Breville making their machines. So Breville actually makes Nespresso machines, right? They're expert at it. So go find your Breville espresso machine. You gotta love it. I have a lot of stuff that's actually Breville, and they last forever. So okay. Quick 30. Need a good recommendation for coffee. You know, Bob does have coffee, and Tianlong does have coffee. Give those a try. You know, if you don't like those small batch, then maybe you'll look something like, you know, Illy or Davidoff make coffee too, and all the other coffee. You know, I would say try the ones that you gotta get good quality, you know, small batch from people that we know already, right? You know, Bob Cigar Guy has the perfect pair. I think there's gotta be 2 or 3 different blends right there. And it's got the Christmas blend, but I don't particularly like the, you know, pumpkin, but, you know, you can give it a try. And Tianlong also have 3 different blend, and also, well, that one I tasted before is pretty good. So, you know, you can give those a try. Start somewhere, and then go move on, you know, from there. Michael!
What's up?
Not much, actually. Just another day, you know. Happy Thanksgiving, pre-night. You know, the night before.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure tomorrow everybody's gonna be busy, so you know it's kind of perfect. It ended up on this night we go online because tomorrow, if it end on tomorrow, I probably canceled it anyway.
Oh yeah.
So we have, you know, quite a few people in here. We have our new member, Quick 30s, who's on.
Yeah.
And I noticed that you set him up, like literally all the, you know, roster list and everything. He's in there.
Yep.
I don't even know his name until I looked at it. So. I feel like, you know, what the hell? I'm the last one to know. But yeah, very happy that Quick finally joined the family. Very happy. I saw his post on the homepage. I was like, what? What's going on? Yeah, but yeah, I was kind of excited about that. And Bob is on today.
Tony, did you get your box of the Year of the Ox cigars? Did you get that from Davidoff yet?
Next Tuesday.
Ah.
Got a tracking. Very slow, but again, I gotta say, I can't really blame them anymore. Like, you know, it's got to that point where I kind of understand, right? You know, not everybody can be little guy cigar shop and use, you know, USPS 2 days. For some reason, you know, some companies just had to use UPS. And thing about UPS is, if they say 6 days ground, even if they're in the same state, it will be 6 days ground.
That's right. We don't play no games, man. You get the exact amount of time we tell you.
Right.
Or more.
So if you ship, let's say I'm in Massachusetts, I'm shipping to another person in Massachusetts. If it's a 6-day ground, that package will sit there for 6 days and then get delivered.
From my last phone that I got, it was they always ship them second to air. So it got picked up. It sat at the airport in Dallas for like 2 days, or 3 days, whatever it was. It sat there for a day, so it ended up being 2 day, whatever the hell it was. It sat there for a while. I was kind of pissed.
Yeah, you know, it's
and they're moving stuff, and they just leave it right there because that's what you paid for.
Yeah.
You know, so whatever shipping that you're paying is actually not the shipping. You're paying for storage. You know, right now I don't worry as much for storage because it's colder right now. So cigar isn't gonna, you know, get baked in your mailbox. I'm okay with that. I feel much safer in the colder weather than the summer weather, where like you go to work outside it's 100 degrees, and then somebody just decides to deliver that package right outside near the sun, direct sunlight. When you get home, that cigar is 255 degrees, burning in front of your front yard. But yeah, that's you know, right? That's how UPS is. That's why whenever I order something online and I see there was an option for USPS, I always choose USPS. Because USPS doesn't seem to keep their package. They either lose it or they already delivered it. Okay?
Yeah, it's either one or the other. It's gonna get lost or you're gonna get it.
Right? So it's either gonna get lost or they gotta get it. And UPS, like, you can find it somewhere that's not even near your state or even leave your state. Like, you'll go to your state, leave your state, and come back just so that you can fit 6 days.
That's right.
So
just gotta go for that red.
USPS is great because you'll check the tracking number and it says it hasn't even left the vendor yet, and then 2 seconds later it's at your door. They don't update their tracking at all.
The thing is that USPS, they have internal trackings. So they have some scanning and the internal. You don't see those trackings, but they scan it internal and didn't bother to scan, you know, when the driver drives in. So
yeah, ours, they've implemented so many more tracking things where like even the customer side has a ton, and then you look at the internal side and it's like 3 times as many. It's ridiculous.
But it does happen. I have two packages that has arrived to me already months ago, and on my UPS tracking it still says not delivered.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, are they gonna deliver me another one or what? I'll take it, you know, I'll take it. So yeah, very interesting, you know, UPS versus USPS. But you know, FedEx is worse. The only thing FedEx ever deliver on time is lawsuit documents. Everything else is probably delayed. Whenever I hear I have FedEx coming, I never have a smile. You know, I never go, oh yeah, it's coming. Whenever I see the FedEx coming, it's like, is it flat? Is it flat? Shit. You know?
Our FedEx
usually
is
work.
all right here.
Yeah, FedEx for me has probably been the best one, then USPS, and then UPS after that.
FedEx is actually cost the most, I think. They are express service, so they do cost the most.
And Mike, you brought up the phone shipments. Verizon, well, at least for a business side, they do free 2-day shipping, but now recently they've implemented free 1-day ship.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so most
Gotta
of
get
our
the phone to you quick. And when that phone right now, nowadays the phones are like $1,000. They better get to you quick.
at least from a corporate or a business standpoint. I don't know what it is for a personal phone.
Hey, Joseph.
I got AT&T personal. They always do second day.
AT&T.
Yeah.
AT&T is
I've had
not the
AT&T
same phone like 20 years old anymore. Like I used to love AT&T. AT&T, Singular, you know, they used to be good. Now it's like
They all suck, dude. I mean, there's just like degrees of suck. They all fucking suck, but there's just degrees of suck.
I've been using T-Mobile. I've been using T-Mobile ever since there was voice stream. It was voice stream before, and I've been using it ever since voice stream. I actually worked for voice stream for a little bit, and then worked for T-Mobile for a little bit. And then after that, I was just like, you know what? If you look at the price, T-Mobile probably had the best price. And I live in an area where T-Mobile like service is good, you know. And the biggest thing is that I travel. Verizon's roaming charge are ridiculous.
Well, not anymore, but for T-Mobile, for you, for sure, because when you go abroad, you get all the free international roaming. I think Verizon now, it's $2 a day if you travel to Canada, same for Mexico, and then everywhere else is $10 a day. But T-Mobile, I think you're not paying anything.
T-Mobile, you're not paying anything on well, T-Mobile, you're not paying anything up to like 2G, which is enough to receive data. Like when I travel overseas, right, I use overseas phones, right? I use the Japanese number when I get there. But I do keep the SIM card on the phone that I carry with me. So, Facebook, whatever, I will still receive notification. I don't have to use another set. So, it works for me. And I never had problem. Like Nathan Jones says, the T-Mobile service trash there. I never had a problem with T-Mobile service. In fact, T-Mobile uses Wi-Fi to phone. So whereas wherever I go that can connect to Wi-Fi, I'm connected to Wi-Fi. I'm not gonna use regular signal. So.
But you've got a pretty new Samsung device, so you've got the eSIM, so you can do quasi dual SIM on it now, right?
I never tried to use dual SIM on it. The thing is that when I use one phone, I want to make sure that what phone I'm using, I know what I'm doing. Like when you use dual SIM, the phone rings, you don't know which one ringed. You just pick it up, So like say, if I use a personal phone and the business number ring, I picked it up, and maybe I was waiting for a phone call from Michael, I might pick it up, what's up, fucker, and then it's like, I'm your client. That doesn't work. So yeah, usually I'll use either two phones or just completely roam with like a different SIM card. Like if I'm using that SIM card, I gotta know that it's that phone. So.
Yeah, I'm with Gary out here. Verizon is like the best service. It's Verizon and AT&T, and then T-Mobile and like Sprint are fucking trash.
Verizon claimed that they have the most coverage, so
it's a fucking lie.
But what's really funny is that whenever one of my friends comes to my house, he's Verizon, he have no signal, zero signal. Now my area is literally a big dead zone at the time. Where I live is the big dead zone. But because I'm at home, I have Wi-Fi. My phone will still ring. But for him, even if you connect to Wi-Fi, his phone will not ring because he doesn't get phone signal at all.
T-Mobile's calling card is now that because they bought the Spectrum band that penetrates buildings the best, so they're picking up a lot of market share. Because
I got 5G service at home, like inside my house, But I can tell you that for some reason 5G felt slower. When I'm loading a web page, 5G literally felt slower than 4G. I don't know why.
Have you done the speed test to see what it looks like?
The speed test, the number is higher. But when I try to load the page, like I realize that, you know, when I'm loading a page, sometimes it's immediately when on 4G, but on a 5G, it'll wait for the entire page to finish loading, then pops up. But it takes longer. So I don't know. You know, it's different stuff. I don't. It's just cell phone. You know, every year the technology take a huge leap. You know, and every 5 years iPhone catches up. So. I still cannot understand iPhone's price range. Like, you know, it's like a premium thing, but not really. You know what? People will say now iPhone feels like Davidoff.
Well, it's the if you go and you get the top tier, like I got the Pro Max, right? The quality of like the processor and all that is there. There's just things on it's like that. There's things on Android that are just better on it. If you got like the 865, the Snapdragon 865 or something like that, you know, that it works a little bit better with certain things than the iPhone or whatever their processor is now, 812, whatever the fuck it is.
Like internal, we're talking about overall, because there are people in China try to build an iPhone out of parts. Like the literally was just buy parts and put it together, and this one guy was able to build an iPhone in $100 $100 by buying parts and put them together. Okay, so the phone is roughly about $100. The person who tried to build Samsung Galaxy S20 out of parts spent about $300. So you know, like, you know, in terms of parts, Samsung already costs more. I'm paying the money for it. But for iPhone, I think a lot of money uses on the luxury, right? The development, how to perfect something that was already there.
Okay, it's like they just released their SoC, their M1 chip. Okay, so
the M1 chips suck.
Well, okay, that's what cracks me up is that you're talking about, you know, premium price for the Apple ecosphere that you're going to be in. You can get a MacBook Air, you can get a MacBook Pro, and you can get a Mac Mini. All have the same chip. You can only get a max of like 16 gigs of RAM and all that kind of crap. And it's like, it's for the MacBook Air and the MacBook Pro, it's the same price. And then $800 for the freaking Mac Mini, but it's all the same freaking processor and shit. So I don't understand like where they're getting all this premium price from. I mean, they have nice displays and shit. I get that, but
a lot of them was to pay for their research and development, right? A lot of them was pay for that premium. You know, to be able to fit everything small. Obviously, when they developed it, they've developed it to fit that small form factor to start with, right? And then just happen to fit into the bigger one with more, right? And then they charge you a lot of money for that solid-state drive. The solid-state drive from Apple is arm and a leg for no reason. So.
But the thing that kills me with Apple is the non-expandable storage.
Dude, that pissed me off so bad because like my old the phones, and then I have a Mac Mini that I had for my old business shit I've had for a few years. That you could actually put RAM and stuff in it. You know, you could upgrade it. The new ones, you can't do that at all. It's all soldered on everything.
To fit that smaller form factor. So
yeah. Even the Mac Mini, you could pop off the backplate. You could turn it upside down, pop off the backplate, and everything, and you could upgrade the RAM. It was using laptop sticks. It was cool.
Or the M.2?
No, I was using regular RAM sticks.
So
yeah, the RAM in that, yeah.
I think the point is that they want to make it as proprietary as possible. They don't want you to mess with it, period. They don't want you to be able to reverse engineer it. They don't want anybody to be able to fix it. They want you to use it until it dies. And that could be 1 month, 1 year, 3 years, and then change to their newest product.
Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. I know Apple is like their M1 chip. It's their first go around in, you know, something that's going to be, you know, in a PC size thing. But they'll perfect it. It'll be good. It's just the user like upgradability and repair and all that shit's going to be terrible.
Well, but then they're selling it as portability, not repairability. They don't want you to repair it.
Oh, I know. That's where they had a big thing with a couple of the last generations of iPhones, the right to repair thing. Everybody was
They
pissed
still
off
they
about
won
that.
though. They can still encrypt whatever the part they have. So
Yeah, because there's one chip in the whole thing that if it goes bad, it'll destroy everything.
yeah. What are you smoking today?
This is an Espinosa 601 Bunker Buster Fubar that I got in my was at the short train.
Oh, cool. I have never seen that one before. So
Yeah, it's
pretty cool.
It's got a Connecticut wrapper, but it's supposedly really strong. So we're gonna see.
I start to feel this this stuffed turkey a little bit. It's like almost like a full body feels like a full body cigar because I'm not not even halfway through. I can feel it.
I didn't even see what you were smoking because I was starting my turkey brain.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
So Gary said Android is the worst system to be on security. Timing up and timing out there. I would have to be on actual Google phone if I would use Android. You know what? When I'm using the phone, I'm not too worried about security. The thing is that if someone want to hack you, it doesn't matter what phone you're on. Right? It doesn't matter what phone you're on, and most likely it's because you download something. It's pretty hard to hack you when there's no phishing software or something like that in there. You need something to open the back door, really. And the majority of the time, you don't have to worry about it. I literally do not worry about it.
No, I have a good friend. Okay, and he was in the military. He was in the Marines, and he did intel and all that stuff. And we got to talking about that one night. And his wife was in the Marines too. And he's all, you know what? He's all, you can have the iPhone. It's got great security for like private party. He's all, but when it comes down to it, if they need to get into it, they can at any time. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, because really the data is not really what's on your phone. It's what's on the server. You know, like every conversation and stuff like that, somewhere. All right, everything that you ever typed in your phone, when it syncs, if it ever syncs anywhere, you pretty much don't have that. Right, so I wouldn't worry about too much about it. Like, if you had to worry about everything about security, then you can never be safe enough because digital war, you're not gonna win. If somebody want to get in, they'll get in. I don't care who it is. It could be the Pentagon, it could be whatever. If a hacker wanted to hack it, they will get in. Just whether or not they get away with it. You know, they will find out. Even the biggest company.
Dude, he's all think about it. When he was in Afghanistan and Iraq and all that. He's all, how do you think we found people? He's all with cell phones, duh.
Because one guy decided to take a selfie where the Taliban's are.
Well, no,
from the ISIS.
He said the signal ping is not like it was old school where they could only ping towers and stuff. It's all GPS. So.
And the biggest problem right now is the iPhone actually uses and pings Chinese satellite.
Well, I just heard it.
Chinese satellites out there right now. I forgot what they call it, cheating or something like that. And iPhone actually have program to ping those GPS. So China knows where you are.
Well, for that, from the update standpoint, from an Android side of it, I mean, most of the big carriers, most of the big manufacturers like Samsung, they're rolling out updates right away. Like, they're getting them right away. And Pixel, yeah, they're getting them first. But Samsung, Motorola, they're getting them pretty fast now. They're pushing them out fast.
I get them once a month. The security update for Samsung is once a month. So, you know, can you not wait 20 days for security? I could. So. Now, the reason I say 20 days is because it will take them a few days to figure out if there's even a security loophole. So, now once they find it, they release in the next patch. Totally fine.
Martine, how's it going, dude?
What's going on, everybody?
We're back at it again.
Back at it again. See if anybody recognizes this.
Voyage.
I saw it already.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't miss that logo. That thing is gigantor.
Yeah.
In the shadows we
that
unite.
is, Martine.
Yeah. Martin just want to shove it to the face of, you know, Roma Craft in the future. Basically, he's like, I'm gonna show it to you. What are you gonna do about it? You know.
It's my last one.
It is? Well, you know where to get more.
Last one. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, I gotta make another purchase from Ibendito to get some of their Salomons. I like those too.
Yeah, the regular Abendito was really good. It's actually very easy to smoke. And then he kind of ramped up the design on it too. It got bobs and everything. So, you know, he's working on it. They found those big vendors pushing patch level update, but not actually apply the update, just report that they were patched. Well, yeah, true. I mean, it's but then again, that's with everything. It could be Apple, it could be AT&T, it could be whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The point is that you never know how secure you are. Okay? They say there's all those things patched up and stuff like that. You don't even know what they're patching for normal consumer.
It's like they'll give you the patch notes. They don't even give you the full patch notes on what the hell's going on.
They don't even tell you what they patched. They just say, security patch. Damn. So.
I got a security patch this morning.
So what's this morning? What?
Oh, I got a security patch, an Android update today.
My wife actually got it 2 nights ago. Middle of the night. When I was sleeping, all of a sudden her phone just light up.
That's what the last iOS update. Apple had an issue with the battery life went to shit.
Yeah, they're ripping batteries.
Oh, it took them like 2 updates for the thing to get better. Now it's fine.
But that's not it's not just Apple that had problem though. Android had an overheating issue when they did a security patch.
Yeah. So yeah, mine was like going crazy.
It was at 100% of the CPU all the time if you use anything at all, right? So like I'm like every day I'm holding onto my phone. It's like, is this gonna be the next Note 7?
Well, you heard Samsung's doing away with the Note because they're pushing that Fold now, so there's no more Notes after the last one. That's it.
It makes a lot of sense for them to no longer release the Notes because the Note are so close to their flagship that why will you buy their Note just for the pen?
Yeah, the Note's pretty cool. I mean the Fold. The Fold's pretty cool.
Well, the Fold.
They've got some places that they've got some leaps and bounds to get with the screen technology still to where it doesn't look as bad because it still looks pretty clean. But yeah, it's a cool idea.
The problem is that if you play any game at all, don't get any of the folds. You'll destroy that screen for pressing on it.
Oh yeah, it's a soft screen.
Now, I play games and I play it very intensively, so intensively that you can see my fingerprint on this. Let's see if you can see it. See that? See that dot right there?
Yeah.
You see where it is? That is permanently on there. You cannot wipe it off.
What do you play? Like League of Legends? What the hell do you play on your phone?
Huh?
What do you play on your phone?
I play Arena of Valor, so it's like a League of Legends. I'm intense. I'm like, I destroyed that protector on there. That's permanently on there. It will never get off. I cannot wipe it off.
What do you guys think about the new LG Wing phone? Have you seen it?
I had to look at it, huh? I haven't been looking at phones, so.
Is that their foldable phone?
Well, it's like almost like a sidekick, but instead of it flipping all the way, it flips into a T.
Why?
Oh yeah, I saw that. It's weird. Like I don't get that.
They want to call it as multi-screen, but why?
Then there's a phone that it's. I'm interested just to see the technology, but gonna have a rollout screen. It's gonna have a metal black backplate that goes behind it and a rollout screen.
I've seen that one. That's a concept. That was not gonna be made.
No, they're actually gonna make it.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not sure that the Wing will catch on, but I think it's something cool though. Just the cool part, the coolness of it, I think is pretty.
I just want people to make that phone where the camera is hidden behind, just slide out for the camera. I want that because this dot bothers the crap out of me all the time.
They have the pop-up cameras. The problem with that is
not the small pop-up. I'm talking about the whole thing, entire back slides up.
Oh, okay.
The entire back slides up, and you get the camera on the front, and then and hopefully they don't have to make the camera this big. I don't need a camera this big, okay? It's 2020. You can make a camera like this small.
Well, it's like the Fold. That's what was the thing. It was one of the things where they made it, where instead of they created a hole punch selfie camera. Instead of just making it to where you could fold it, use the screen and use your regular camera to take a selfie. I was like, why go through all that extra shit instead of just making it to where you could use the damn regular camera to take a selfie?
Wait, what? Just say that again. What happened?
So on the Fold, the Samsung Fold,
okay,
they went through all of it to make a hole punch camera, and it'd be in like your facing screen,
right?
Instead of making it to where you could fold it and use the regular camera for a selfie, because the way the screen's arranged, it didn't make any sense.
Oh, you have to because you have to stand it up before you can use it, right, or something like that.
Yeah, it was weird. I was like, why didn't you guys just make it use a regular one? Whatever.
You know, it's good that they try to make innovation, right? Because back in the day, the cell phone, it was all cool. You know, every cell phone is cool, right? The design is always like not the same, right? You know, when you first saw the Matrix phone, slides down, you're like, right? And then now, of course, now you saw a phone that slides down. It's like, what the hell? 1980s? Come on. But you know, back in the day, they make a lot of cool phones.
Well, you guys remember like the cell phones kept getting smaller and smaller, and that was the coolest fucking thing in the world. And then now we want the biggest damn screen for whatever reason.
Because people play game on it. Before you didn't play game on it, that was okay. Now you play game on it, you need a screen bigger than your thumb.
Well, I gave my sister a hard time. She was the first one to get the bigger iPhone, the Pro Max and whatever when they first came out with it. And I was like, yeah, that's a huge phone. I don't want that phone. And then once I got one, after about a month, I was like, okay, I get it. I like it.
Yeah, you need the screen space. Like as you go, you need it. Like, you know, back in the day, I had this Nokia. That's like a pebble size. You can swirl up. And I thought that was the coolest thing. And at the time, because you don't need that much screen space, you only need that big screen, right? Just typing numbers and text messages. So that was okay. Nowadays, you're looking at pictures, you know, especially when you're looking at Matia Maya's nudes, you need to enlarge it because you can't see anything without enlarging.
You don't need to enlarge nothing.
So you need a bigger screen. You need the screen the size of my computer screen to see anything out of Martine. So.
It's all camera angles, you know. They got the wide angle lens and all that shit. It's all camera angles, man.
Martine's like, I didn't say anything today, and I'm already getting attacked. We kind of have to attack Martine a little bit because you know he recently got a job at Zone, you know. So she should be happy enough to get attacked a little bit here and there. Because knowing him, he's probably attacking his coworker. He's like, hey, go do your job. Go do your job. Go do your job, okay? I'm going to go in the back and smoke.
No.
I have a couple more videos to make. You know, I had to release 4 videos a week. All within 30 minutes when Tony's looking at his computer so he can go in there and say hello.
But for the screen size on the phone, it also depends on like the type of job you have. If you're in the field, you want a larger size phone because you know that's probably what you're using the entire day. Or you know if your commute's long and you're either working or you're watching videos and all kinds of stuff like that, it helps. You know, it has a good points to it.
There's pros and cons, right? I mean, the pros are like the bigger screen you can use it, right? I absolutely hate curved screen on the side. I absolutely hate it. I absolutely hate that curved screen.
It's a terrible idea.
Right?
The
Because my finger
waterfall
always
screens were
touches
just a gimmick.
My finger always touch it, and then the form factor too. You know how wide and how long it is. Like this size will not fit where I used to put my phone when I'm driving. I just put it in there. It will not fit. I had to put this in the cup holder because how big it is. So
it's like I've got the iPhone 11 Pro Max. I mean, I've got an OtterBox case and all that shit on it, so I don't bust it because I've dropped it 1,000 times. But you get the 12. They went back to that. All aluminum bezel and all that shit on it, stainless steel bezel or whatever the hell it is. And that thing is so chunky because they went so square on it.
Yeah. It's
weird.
I just to put it out there, no matter what screen protector you have, it's not going to protect against a bullet.
I know that.
You're there to see it.
That was funny as hell.
they all saw my face go.
I don't know, it just bounced right in your lap right there. Boom!
Boom! Right on the phone. Oh, God. So, yeah, just in case people here did not get the notice, Little Guy Cigar Shop is running Black Friday month kind of thing, you know, like half month long, okay? So, anybody who used the right code will get 20% off.
Yeah. We'll say you can use CM10 or you can use Amaya, whatever.
You can use Amaya.
You can use Amaya. Definitely can use Amaya. You know, in fact, use more Amaya. There's not enough Amaya. Okay, if you want to get the Amaya samplers, which there's 2 now, you should use Amaya. Okay, just put it out there. Just so that Matia Amaya will go out of his way and trouble to select more sampler for you guys, so you don't have to think. You know, sometimes it's very hard when you go to a website that has a lot of different cigars. It's like, what do I want, right? But when somebody selects a sampler for you, that saved you half an hour.
Yeah, buddy.
The easiest thing to do is just buy all of it.
Well, once
You
you know
can do
what you
that
like,
too.
you should buy all of them. But make sure don't buy the last box because they always blame me for it. They always
We
blame
will
me
be-
for buying the last box.
You buy all the boxes. We can't buy the boxes.
It's not my fault. It's really not my fault. People want that look like the iPhone 5. How does the iPhone 5 look like? I don't even remember how iPhone 5 looks like.
It had a real look. It was cool at the time. It was glass. That was the first one. I think that was glass front and back, and then it had the aluminum or stainless bezel all the way around, and it was kind of square. It was cool looking at first, but now you see it on a big ass phone. You're like, this doesn't feel good in your hand.
Oh, that iPhone 5. No, I just want to be fair here, okay? It does look pretty cool. It's tiny as hell, though.
Oh yeah, because I've still got my little iPhone family of all my old ones. Whatever reason my wife has them sitting there, you put it next to like the new ones, and they're so cute. It's like a little family of iPhones, man. They keep getting bigger.
Let's be honest, though. If you want the look of iPhone 5, just go get an iPod. That's exactly how it looks like now.
Can you even find an iPod anymore?
Yeah, they have iPod.
I don't think they make them anymore.
No, the iPod literally looks like iPhone.
No, the touch, yeah. I don't think but I don't think they make them anymore.
Well, that's what I mean. iPod Touch.
Mhm.
They look just like the old iPhone.
Mhm.
So, Michael wants us to buy 5 of everything.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
No, well, see, that's the thing. When you say a number, Michael wants us to buy 5 of everything. That's wrong. Michael wants you to buy as much as you can everything.
Dude, Joseph did a great job. He bought a box of inch. So hey. And he waited for the perfect time to where he could get that 20% off. He's like, fuck yeah, boo.
And which is kind of funny because the inch, I don't know how popular it is with Michael. Michael probably sells everything a lot and the inch doesn't. And then he happened to buy that inch.
Well, I know he wanted it, and I mean, I like them as well. And I didn't bring in a bunch of boxes of them just because I know it's bigger and it's not everybody's forte.
Size.
Yeah, and it's
it takes a commitment to smoke that.
It's pricier too. So
it takes a commitment.
The box comes in 24. So
I do wanted to also say hi to those people who actually commented on the Facebook. I wasn't looking until now because I have something else covered in front of me. I didn't even know that happened. So
Sherry was on there.
Sherry is no. I'm talking about in the Legion. I have it on Legion on too. Christina was on there. Brad Kelly's on there. Ilya Hunt's on there. Well, we're on there. So I want to say hi there too.
Honestly, I'm glad we got Quakes on board because he got a hold of me the other day. He's like, it's time. I was like, all right, cool, got you.
Wait. Quick, why will you go to him to say it's time, but not me say it's time?
Because he deals with me the most.
I thought we were friends.
Because he's got my contact info already, man. Because he buys stuff for me, so you know.
All right.
Does he not know how to contact me? Come to one of these chat and say it's time. I will be like, yes. You know, had you done it online, like in the show, I would have like Oprah time. You get this, you get that, this.
See, and then all he's got to do is remind me on, like, you know, at some point, and I'll make sure he gets a voyage. So, you know.
Well, he didn't have a voyage yet.
I don't know. He hasn't had me yet, so I'll make sure he gets a voyage.
Yeah. Voyage.
There we go. I found Quakes.
So Quick says, I don't have your info, Tony. You're talking to me right now.
But he's got direct info to me, man.
Oh, I'm sorry, okay?
Right to the source of what I don't know, but the source. I'm so accessible.
You have to be so accessible.
Yeah, I don't have a choice.
Yeah, you have no choice. You know, I'm different. I'm special.
My wife was funny when I made the business cards. She's like, you're gonna put your number on there? I was like, yeah.
Well, why not?
They gotta get a hold of me.
Go get a business phone, you know.
Well, see, that's what I was talking. You guys were talking about the eSIM. They can do the dual. That's what I was gonna do with this. Is to get a second number.
Yeah, I think T-Mobile, you can just simply tell them to add a number, not other number.
Yeah, I can do that too. I can jump online and do it. I don't even gotta talk to them.
Or you can do Google Voice. Google Voice is a free number.
I've never used Google Voice.
Basically, it's just a soft phone. Yeah. So it works. What's everyone drinking for the biggest drinking night of the year? I thought St. Patrick's Day is the biggest drinking night of the year.
Yeah, it'd be like, wouldn't it be like New Year's Eve and or that one or the other?
Yeah. Why would Thanksgiving be the big? I think majority of people drink wine for Thanksgiving. No.
I'm drinking coffee and water.
Coffee. Well, since everybody asked me what I'm gonna be drinking, I'll be drinking this.
I'm drinking coffee with cream today.
That's actually a good one. That green one you got.
It's passion fruit flavor.
I have not had a Monster in so long. Even the sugar-free ones, dude, they make me so shaky.
Wow.
I love it, but that's why I don't drink them. But being all wired and jittery, I love that feeling. So.
What? My wife drinks these things like just like regular water. She will drink these all day.
Well,
long.
it's all like you get the vitamin B12 and all that shit that's in it.
You
man.
need vitamin B12. Okay, for those people who doesn't know, vitamin B12 is responsible for cell productions. So if you don't have B12, your body will not be able to regenerate cells correctly to reproduce your DNAs and all that stuff. And B12 is one thing that we had to source because our body does not make it and cannot be made in the body. So
it's good for brain cognition. It's good for lots of stuff.
Yeah, well, basically regulate yourself. In fact, enough B12 makes you happy.
Enough B12 makes you go nuts.
I don't know if it will make you go nuts, but it will make you happy. B12 is also responsible for your mood. So, when you lack B12, you'll be having a cranky mood all day long. So, B12, what you need. Also, B12 is water soluble, so you can drink as much as you want. You will not get B12 poisoning. It will just come out of your pee. But you drink too much B12 if your pee looks like radioactive something. No, it's got that really neon yellow color.
Here.
Yes, he is.
What up, Travis?
What's happening?
What's going on, Travis?
Hello, grasshopper.
Well, are you warmer than we are right there? You got a t-shirt on, sitting out on the porch. What the hell?
Yes, it is 70.
What's funny is that last show he's like jacket and everything in his garage, and now he's outside in t-shirts.
Yeah, it's like 65 here right now.
Shoot, it's colder than that here, man.
That's why I got a long sleeve on, man.
I had a hoodie on, 2 heaters on right now, and just to bring this temperature to
it's
63.1.
Oh, fuck that. That's cold, dude.
Yeah.
63.1 degrees in this room right now. Freezing cold. For me. For me. I can drink coffee all day long, but energy drinks make me feel shaky. But really, it's the same stuff. You're just drinking caffeine.
It's the other, like, if you get, when they put the guarana and like all that other crap in there, that's what makes the
don't drink the energy drink with sugar, because that will make you sugar high, right?
The last time I had a full strength Monster, I thought I was gonna have a heart attack.
Oh yeah, those Monster especially the Monster with the coffee flavor, those things will drive you crazy. Like you will have to go to do something.
Dude, I was so wired and like I was all shaky, and then you talk about the sugar crash. Oh my god, dude, I passed out. I went home and just like passed out. Like,
was that night you fall asleep at 4 o'clock?
No, that just happens sometimes.
That was with the tiny little 5-hour energy. Have you guys tried those 5-hour energy before? Those like tiny ones.
Yeah, those don't do a damn thing to me.
Those will make you crash harder.
Really? They say no crash.
Oh, you will crash. It will crash.
That's why I just drink coffee. Much better.
Travis, you be proud. We have pellets of Boudin.
Boudin. Boudin. All right.
I got a nice piece of rib roast on the bone for tomorrow.
I've got my turkey and my turkey brine. Brine's all night. Delicious.
I'm not gonna eat an entire turkey, so my wife just get one of those pre-marinated turkey breasts, and she just gotta put that in the oven and eat it.
Cool.
Because for me, for Thanksgiving, what I usually cook is a nice prime rib or rib roast and lobster tails. That's what I usually eat.
We won't eat our whole turkey either, so.
There's no way. I do not want to eat turkey for a week and a half.
I'll have leftovers. I'll definitely bring some from my father-in-law's.
Yeah, I cannot eat that much turkey. Like even with my entire family here, to come and they will probably not finish the turkey. We're more likely to eat the spiral ham than the turkey.
Oh, dude, when I do for Christmas, I get ham instead. And I'll get like a 10, 12-pound ham because I love ham.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, I have an 11.5-pound ham and a 20-pound turkey.
oh my goodness. Well, my turkey's only like 11 pounds because nobody's coming over because everybody had the COVIDs.
But it's
I am not feeding 12 people tomorrow. I'm not.
Oh,
Dude, I saw a good meme. I saw a good meme. I don't know whose it was. They're all if you happen to see 25 cars parked in front of, your neighbor's house, just go back inside, drink some milk. Milk's good for your teeth. You know what else is good for your teeth? Mind your own fucking business.
yeah.
I'm having a protest. No, I'm sorry. I'm having a funeral for my pet turkey tomorrow, so that's 30 people.
Wait, so is funeral is allowed? Funeral gathering is allowed?
Up to 30 people, yes. I'm having a funeral for my pet turkey.
Tom had a good life, man. You gotta
Yeah. May the turkey rest in peace, right? Well, may the turkey rest in pieces.
Yep.
Leftover turkey quesadillas is a good way to burn through
That
some
sounds
tortillas.
good. Hell yeah.
Man.
Yeah, standing rib roast basically is what I meant. Like, well, the difference between... Okay, for those people who doesn't know, rib roast and prime rib are the same thing. Standing rib roast means there's bones on it, so they had to be grilled standing. And the prime rib is just the first few bones. The longer
I've done a standing crown rib roast before. It's really good. I love it.
So yeah, if anybody say, oh, what's the difference between a rib roast and a prime rib and a standing rib roast? They're technically the same thing. Different section of the same stuff. All right. Different section of the same stuff. All right. So I know a lot of people don't know. Like they will go to the market and they're like, I want a prime rib, and they're like, oh yeah, we don't grade our ribs. I was like, dude, when do you grade your ribs? You don't grade prime rib. Prime rib is not prime because it was graded. It was because it was a section that's prime. Like we don't grade our ribs.
I don't make prime rib because my mom makes me angry because she doesn't like it medium rare like it's supposed to be. She likes it like burnt.
I mean, that's pot roast in, ain't it?
Pretty much. It's just bad.
Right.
She's like, I like it medium well. I was like, oh, chew on my shoe.
Another thing. Okay, here we go. Rib roast tend to look more pink than it should be. But if you see any gray on your meat, that's way overcooked. Even pink is overcooked, okay? If it's not leaking juice, it's overcooked. Please do not cook your prime rib or your rib roast the same way you cook a steak.
I'm not a huge fan of prime rib, really. I mean, if I have to go pick beef to eat, that ain't going to be my first choice.
Do I do the salt casting on my prime rib? I actually do have dry rubs. I do dry rubs. So I do dry rub. I will shove a few garlic in it too.
Quakes, I'm right there with you, baby. Fucking tamales. Oh yeah. Like between now and January, I'll probably eat 3 or 4 dozen tamales myself.
So I wouldn't put just put the entire thing in the salt and then crust it. No. And another thing is I wouldn't use a salt block to cook my meat either. Some people do it. I don't know why. To get those Himalaya pink salt block and cook steak on it. It's like, dude, you cook seafood on it. Don't cook steak on it, please.
Yeah, just rub the steak. Rub it.
It does not. I mean, it doesn't take much salt to season a steak. Really, it does not.
No.
Like you take a salt grinder and crop dust it one time, maybe twice. You're
both sides. Well, outside. You should do it outside though. Just don't do the one side and go, oh, it's done. No, do it both sides.
I usually do like when I do steaks. If I get them cut, I do them 1.5 inches, and I'll hit them maybe once or twice on each side. And I got a grinder you adjust, and I do the most coarse setting, and just hit it. I'll slap it down, hit it again, flip it over, pat it in, hit it again, then it's ready to rock and roll.
I mean, this is gonna turn into a cook show. But if you, all those people, if you ever see Gordon Ramsay cooking steak, he's like salt it, season it liberally. Okay, what he meant was actually he's gotta sear that steak, and the oil is gonna wash down those salt off. So that's why you liberally. But when you gotta grill or oven a steak or meat, don't add that much salt. It's gotta be
because if you look at it after you add salt, that steak will start sweating, son.
Well, then he takes and he'll like rosemary butter it and stuff when it's almost done and baste it and all that shit.
I do the same thing because I cook mine on the griddle.
But I will rub it. I will have dry rub. I have coffee grinds, And if you wonder where the coffee grind came from, it came from. Brought to you by this year. I used this coffee grind on my rub this time. And I have
Rub
some
with
salt,
love.
have some, you know.
Okay, I've never heard of that.
That looks
What
a little
is
familiar.
using
What is
coffee
that?
grinds do?
Use coffee grind actually give it deeper flavor. You will not taste coffee, but it gets
It just gives it richer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, how much coffee grinds are we talking about? Like a half a teaspoon, or?
How much coffee grind? I will just say, well, yeah, it's about a teaspoonful, not a lot. I'm using that as rub, so some of this is gonna come off. So.
Right. Okay.
So when you use rub, you rub all over. Like 50% is gonna end up on the table. You know.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna try
I'll
that.
coat the entire
Okay.
thing. I'll coat the entire thing with the dry rubs and salt, and coffee grind, which most people don't use, but it really does make it different. Especially if you end up finishing your steak with a piece of butter. If you finish your steak with a piece of butter, if you have some coffee grind on that thing, it's gonna taste so good.
Oh, I'm gonna try it then. I'm gonna have to go buy some steak next week.
What is wrong with rubbing meat, man?
Everybody likes to rub meat.
Like rubbing meat.
See, quick join the Shadow Smoke Legion right away. His comments becoming like more Shadow Smoke Legion like.
Right. Exactly.
So.
Now, for whoever's doing turkey, are you oven or deep fry?
Credit card. Courtney and Mike's restaurant to deep fry it for me. Courtney literally just brought over the turkey and they cooked everything. So we were like, and they actually gave it to us. So we're very thankful for that.
If you want to ask, fried turkey tastes so much better than oven turkey. That's
Hell
all
yeah,
I can say.
Oh my Lord, I guess so.
Okay, the only thing that I will say that since I've been doing it the past few years is the way I
Martin just went to get it. Doesn't count. Martin, I saw you. I caught you.
The way I brine mine, and then I wrap the whole breast side in bacon and bag it and cook it and like stuff it loosely with aromatics. That is the juiciest, best oven baked turkey I've ever had in my life since I started doing that.
But I like how the skin gets crisp when you fry turkey. So.
I like a smoked turkey too. A good smoked turkey's good.
Smoked turkey's bomb. Well, see, and then with the bacon, when you put the bacon on that side, it soaks in all that bacon flavor, right? But it doesn't taste like bacon. It just gets the juiciness. And then you take about a half hour beforehand, you take all the bacon off and you let it brown. And it comes out nice and crispy like that.
See, when I used to bake turkey, I put slick in the skin.
I was
and
gonna
I
get my
made
water.
sage butter, and I shoved sage butter up in the skin.
Oh, hell yeah.
And that was a good little deal.
But like we were talking about, it's easier to eat ham the next day, even for breakfast. Take the ham, sear a little bit with the egg. It's hard to eat the turkey every meal for the next 2 weeks just to finish it. It's really hard.
Yeah, I got an 11.5-pound honey baked ham. That sucker ain't gonna survive the next 3 days. I can tell you that. It's gonna get destroyed.
We only got like I think that was like a 2 or 3 pound ham. Just finish it.
Yeah, well, I didn't have a choice. I went today to get it, and I was like, "What do y'all have?" It's like, "We have an 11.5 as a smallest." I was like, "Oh, all right, I'll take it." At $9.99 a pound, why not?
Well, food is food. Plus, you got kids at home; they can eat crazy amount of ham.
Yeah, they'll eat it for breakfast. They'll make it on a fried egg sandwich. Eat it on Hawaiian sweet rolls. Make sliders out of it. You can do anything with ham.
Definitely. All right, Matt. What's your choice for today? Oliva.
Oh yeah.
Martine,
That was the one I gave him.
This is from Martine.
Yeah, buddy.
Wow, he's smoking a cigar that somebody gave him?
Right?
Because he's my
homie.
homie.
You should say, wait, Martin gave somebody cigars?
You didn't put that in a fucking display case and shit?
I gave Matt cigars.
Why is Matt so quiet? Why are you so quiet today?
He's like taking his time, It's like the Rachel kind of thing,
Oh, we got Brian twice. What the hell?
His twin came out. The other Brian just got kidnapped.
Signal drop.
So, guess what? So we're at 159 members. Technically 160. Technically 160 because, we have Quick. And I think Michael will end up removing only one member.
Wow.
Yeah, because I removed a few.
Link. Is it in the group on Facebook?
I'll send it to him right now.
But I think Michael only removed one member, because right now I have 2 members that hasn't checked in, and I know the other one's gonna check in soon enough, because I talked to someone today about it. So you only get to remove 1 member, which brings us to 159.
We're still in the 150s.
Curse of 150. Great. Somebody's phone is ringing.
That sounds like a face space call.
That was one of my daughters calling for my other daughter, so I'm gonna go bring my phone inside so they can chat.
All right, cool. That's what he says. Actually, he's Wednesday date night face chat is coming up.
Date night.
Date night. Did Louis ever check in? Louis is the person that I talked about. I talked to Brendan about it. Obviously, right now, cigar industry is busy. So, sometimes they don't get the notification. It needs a little bit reminder. So, Brendan will remind Louis. So, that's why.
They just started distribution in the UK.
Yeah, they did. That news just came out like a day ago or 2 days ago that they will have in the UK. And I think in that case, that will bring them, to next step, right? So they will be able to release more stuff, and hopefully they'll have something different. Because even though what they have is already good, I still like to to enjoy new stuff. Even if it's like a one-time limited stuff.
Okay, so speaking of new, Espinosa is re-releasing their 601 Black in January, which is going to be the Connecticut in the 601 line. How many of you guys are interested in that?
I'll try that one.
It's a 601.
Wait, give me more detail on that. Give me more detail on that. Give me more detail. Tell me about it.
So it's an Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper. It's a stronger blend like all the 601 stuff is. So it's going to be more like a smoker's Connecticut. We'll have a little pepper to it and all that kind of stuff, and it's not just going to be like smoking air. So
I
can
price.
The list on those is 10 a stick. So that means they'll probably be around $9, $8.50.
I'll try a few.
Okay.
I don't know. It depends on how the box looks like. I'll try a few.
There's no box right now. I'm gonna be able to get them in 5-packs for now.
Yeah, so I'll try a few.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll take a $5. No questions asked.
No questions asked.
And then then they have another one that's going to be in the 601 line. It's going to be called the Wick, and it's going to be in a Habano and a Maduro. So I'm probably going to get those two.
You're killing me, bro. You hit me with that 601. That's my weak spot.
I know.
I fell in love with them, dude. I mean, I freaking love that line of cigars, dude. They're so good.
So
yeah, Matt likes them too, don't he?
Say what?
Huh?
Matt likes the 601 blue, don't he?
Yes, he does.
Yeah,
Who don't?
It's hard to go on something else, man. They're just too light. The blue is where it's at.
It is.
Quick said he will buy a 5-pack for sure. So, yeah, cool.
I got a box of the 601 Steels in today, so I'm curious to see what they taste like.
Okay.
So, what do you guys think about another store getting robbed?
Oh, man, that's crazy.
Another warehouse? That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, JFR or JFE.
I don't understand it. You think you'd think there would be a more productive way if you're a criminal to make money than stealing cigars? But
yeah, how do you unload those things?
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, they sell them on the black market, of course.
Yeah, but it's hard enough for even stores to sell cigars, and they try to unload cigars.
That's the thing. When the Cuevas one got robbed, where is their mindset at? Where are you gonna get rid of all these boxes of cigars?
Right.
For any kind of money that's worth, going to prison for the next 30 years over. You know what I'm saying? If not, just go knock off a liquor store on Christmas Eve and get you $5,000 and go home. I mean, it just does not make sense. That was a lot of work.
And they had to sell it below wholesale, or else they might as well just buy wholesale, right?
Yeah.
So all this trouble really worth it? Are you gonna make that much money out of boxes of cigars?
Maybe it's inside job. Maybe it's other company. There's probably.
It's gotta be some sort of an inside job, because you think about it, they're hitting up the cigar companies. So it's got to be someone in the know. of how their business is run. Like they choose a company, figure out how their business works, and find out a way to get
Dude,
around it.
we're on you.
No, I mean, I'm just saying.
No, we're on YouTube. Like, there's something that I thought of, but I will not say it on YouTube. Just
Kind of like Slugworth on Willy
It's
Wonka
like-
and the Chocolate Factory.
yeah.
Because like if you think about with the Cuevas, I mean, I've been thinking about it, like with the Cuevas, you had to have known where to fucking put a freaking hole in the wall without getting caught.
Well, they know exactly the wall is. It goes into their right into where the storage is.
But they knew that it was going into the humidor with no cameras.
Yeah, but that's what Martine's saying. Not they knew it, but other people don't know it because you have to go in there to know that.
But
Right.
but then there's a lot of people that would know, like contractors who build the place and stuff like that. They would know.
I'm sorry, but a contractor that's building a place like that should have made enough money not to have to go back and rob.
True. But then again, like again, if you work in a cigar company, you will know that Casa Cuevas account isn't that many. It's very limited of how many people carry Casa Cuevas. So to unload those, you had to find
But
places to
those were
unload them.
all predestined too. They were limited releases that already had places they need to be. And Luis Cuevas said that certain people had ordered certain boxes with certain numbers, and they were being distributed. So what that did is it didn't just hurt Casa Cuevas; it hurt all the people that were also getting them. Which means if they were going to in the market to buy cigars, not only did they lose their money, but now they have to go somewhere else.
They still haven't catch it who it is, right?
No.
They probably never will. If they ain't caught them by now, it'd be a miracle.
But that's the thing,
It's
though.
like
Like,
3 or
where
4.
are they unloading? The store would be like, okay, we'll carry it. Then somebody be like, hey, do you know that news? The store is carrying Casa Cuevas. All of a sudden, that news will go like, there's only so many places that sell cigars.
Well, it would have to be somewhere. They would have to take them to a country and sell them as a super commodity. I mean, I don't, like I said, this is on YouTube, but there are certain
China.
organizations in this world that do certain things in certain countries and get people to bring them certain things that maybe they can't get. Maybe those certain people brought it to the other people for reasons that we may not know.
It was.
And if that's not clear enough for you,
I hear Martin said China. Martin, let me tell you, okay, majority of the people in China cannot afford smoking cigar, and if they do, they wouldn't smoke Casa Cueva because they never heard of it.
I was thinking more way below the equator places.
Africa.
Way below.
But then would that be worth it? You stole all those cigars just to transport them out of the country to sell it? How much can you sell it for?
Maybe the Cubans did it. I don't know.
So they can't get enough tobacco. They're like, damn it, we need some cigars now.
Unwrap those and rewrap them, right? Like
They
put a pen on it.
rebranded
What?
Yeah. The new Romeo Juliet to Maduro Lancero.
Joe Sparaccio says that he found some 601 La Bambas. They look just like firecrackers. I thought the 601 La Bamba looks like firecrackers to start with.
Yeah, almost most of the regular 601 La Bambas, if they've got the yellow band, they all have like that wick.
Yeah, they got a tail
Yeah,
on
they
it.
all look like the firecrackers.
Yeah.
You might end up buying them on the beach in Mexico with crappy Cohiba bands on them.
Right.
Well, if they're selling Cuevas Flacos on the beach in Mexico, who wants to ride down to Mexico?
Let's go.
Freaking let's go get 20 or 30 boxes.
$5.
Okay, let's say this. All right, if that's the case, then Cueva should feel flattered because their cigar make people think Cuban cigar tastes good.
Right? Yeah, really, huh?
So I just got some of these Cuban cigars, and they technically Casa Cueva, maybe Connecticut. So I got these Cuban cigars. They smell great. And then when they go to Cuba and buy Cohiba, they're like, wait, that doesn't smell the same. It doesn't smoke the same. This thing has no taste. What's going on? So earthy. I don't know. That's a lot of work to get brand new cigars, take them all out of the box, rebend them, just so that you can sell it as fakes.
And he said, Luis said in that deal, in the last interview I watched him on, they were loading them into the open bed of a truck, and they got rained on for 4.5 hours while they were stacking them in there. The bed of that truck was, or whatever it was, had an open top, and they were getting soaked for 4 straight hours.
Which
he
one?
said
Which
there's
one?
no way they were any good.
Which one? What?
When they robbed the Casa Cuevas, because they had the security footage, when they were loading
I thought it was
the
a box
cigars,
train. It was a box van. I thought it was a white box van.
He said something about everything was soaking wet after the rain, I thought. It was on the Cigars Daily Show. I thought
if
he
it
said
rains,
all the
it
stuff got
must be like
soaking
leftover.
wet.
They drop on the ground. It wouldn't be in the.
Or maybe that's what it was. Maybe they unloaded it and then the truck came in and they were just sitting out there getting rained on. It was something to do. They got wet though. I'm pretty sure I heard that they got soaking wet.
So
They
people
were in
who bought them
boxes,
probably
but
get
still.
box of molds.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just ridiculous that people think that robbing a cigar store is much better than robbing a bank.
And where are you going to keep those cigars to where they're going to stay in good shape?
Exactly. I don't know. I really don't know what they're doing. Other than the fact that you're only doing that just to make a cigar company go down.
See, now we're getting along the right lines here. That's what I think.
Some people who's really anti-cigar decide to break in and then just rob all their stuff.
Now, what if it's some people that are very pro-cigar, but for themselves?
See, I'm not gonna go pro-cigar there. I mean, I gotta go. People who's anti-cigars. I don't think people should be smoking cigars, so I'm gonna go rob a cigar place and burn them.
What if it's a really big international retailer?
Let's not go there. Let's not go there. Let's not go there. Let's not go there.
The prices so low.
Oh Lord!
But the price so low place that you're talking about don't even have those. So.
Right.
Yeah, that is true.
It was a joke.
I need another
good theory,
cigar
though.
just to cover that up. What do I have?
This is Tony Wang, and you're watching 60 Minutes.
Well, I need that news flashing. Dun 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 dun. You're watching 60
Breaking
Minutes.
news: conspiracy theory on YouTube channel.
Casacuevas! What's this one? Reserva Maduro.
And the next question is, how does Tony have so many Casacuevas? Back to you. He is the international assassin.
What you didn't know is this is actually from the factory. Which cigar isn't from the factory? Directly from Casa Cueva.
Tony, you don't have a box van registered in your name, do you?
I actually don't have box van. I don't.
Well, you wouldn't want it registered in your name.
Yeah, it's under a shell company.
That's easily done. You go out there, just find an amigo, say, amigo, I want to buy a box van for you. And then we'll put your name on it. Like, oh, that way, okay. That, it's very easy. If you go out there and find anybody from the
Nowadays, you'd be better off going to Oregon. Maybe it'd be a lot easier to bribe somebody up there. I got these cheeseburgers, man. Oh.
Evan, next time he's on. Hey, Evan, I got.
Oh, he'll be on. He'll be on in about 30 minutes.
So, I forgot who tagged me. I think it was Gary that tagged me on Saka's post. He's like, I don't understand what all those people releasing like the Year of Tiger stuff.
Sorry, guys.
Let's get a little bit blue here.
There's your one shameless plug.
Box Face register on the Wani Tang.
You've reached the Martina Maya helpline.
Yeah.
Please wait. You'll be helped in the order it was received.
If the cigar doesn't taste good, please proceed to eat one crayon and try again.
So yeah, Saka was asking about how why would people release those Year of the Thing that people really buy into that shit, and I responded to like, yeah, because we will buy it's like if you release Left Foot, I buy the Left Foot, I had to buy the Right Foot to make it humble. I'm surprised he either he was being sarcastic about it or he really didn't know that it doesn't even make sense, because if anybody knows anything, Asian people will buy anything shiny that looks good, and that's remotely Asian. That's not released by Asian.
Well, I got some leftover soy sauce covered tin foil that I'll sell you for $50 a yard.
I'll make better one than yours. But like, if you think of it this way, okay? If McDonald's tomorrow says we're releasing Chinese Jinagao chicken burger,
we're releasing and
you will hear it right away. That bunch of Asians go way outside the line try to eat.
You just said chicken burger, man. That's not right.
No, Jinogao's chicken burger.
You said chicken and burger in the same sentence.
What? I'm just putting it in a really mixed way, in a mixed
They're
up
gonna
way.
come
right?
out with a breakfast
Fine,
McGriddle
fine.
that has an egg roll in it.
If they say we're
Hey.
releasing a tangy Mongolian beef burger,
I'd buy it.
all the Asian will wait in line just to go eat it.
Or what if Taco Bell said they're releasing a sesame chicken burrito?
I'll probably go buy one just to taste it.
Why?
That'd be a
So you
little
can
weird, wouldn't it? Or
see
like
how
a
bad
huge
it is?
egg roll.
Because we literally have Taco Bell just a few blocks away from me.
Who don't?
Got one right on the corner.
That's where it
Yeah.
needs to stay, away from me.
Right.
So, you know, it just had to be, you know, use a little bit of imagination and make something
There's a
collectible,
toilet paper shortage. I
And
can't
shiny.
be doing all that.
right? Make something shiny and look nice, and then Asians will be like, I'll go buy it. And at that point, it wasn't even like how much it costs. It was like, can I find one?
Yeah, look how people are with jewelry. What's special about jewelry? What is truly special about it? Nothing.
I don't know. I hate
Here
jewelry.
is.
I have no idea.
Woman likes it. That's why.
Right. But that's special about the woman, not the jewelry.
Well, yeah, but then you're buying it because of the woman. You don't buy it for yourself.
Yep, this is the only jewelry I got.
I'm blessed. My wife does not like jewelry that much.
Mine neither.
You know, it's like, what's so special about something? You had a reason to go buy it. You know, if you don't want to be in the doghouse, you buy something like that. You know.
She gets her you know, gold collector's edition Assassin's Creed game. She's happy, bro.
Other than tools, cigars, and whiskey, the only reason men buy anything is to achieve one goal. Let's not all sit here and lie to ourselves.
Not me.
Do I have to buy anything to do that?
Yeah.
No, but it does not hurt anything.
Wait. So list the three things again, Travis. Cigar, whiskey, and what?
Tools.
I buy video game consoles. I buy shoes. I buy computer.
Okay, well
parts.
that's.
But I
your
mean, other
tools.
than stuff just for you, I'm talking about out of your personal things, other things outside of what you like. Well, I said most men. No, I didn't say everything.
I'm trying to find anything that I buy is for that what you're doing for. So
I got this thing called charm, baby.
I got Asian persuasion. You know, like like Matt said. Asian persuasion. You don't have to buy shit.
I don't have the wallet. I've got the charm instead.
Well, I've got Southern comfort.
Travis, the truth is that, you know,
you're good to go. No.
the truth is that my wife just go buy whatever she wants already. I don't get a chance to go out and buy them.
Well, I've got something I can't talk about on YouTube.
Oh.
I do too. I mean, we
You
can
should
get into
make
that.
sure you should make sure to talk to your doctor first.
Oh! I don't know. I don't think I ever had to go out of my way to buy something to please my wife, because my wife usually tells me what to buy.
Right? No, and I agree. I don't either. But like I said, it when you know, it doesn't hurt anything.
Oh yeah, it's only points, right? It's brownie point.
Yeah. And who doesn't like brownies?
Is that what you call them?
Oh, what? Well, it's almost the end of the year.
Different strokes for different folks, I guess.
don't want to say anything.
I tried to move on. I tried YouTube. I tried. You know, so wait. Tony cannot say anything about his wife. I can say whatever I want about my wife.
If you see a shoe, like a high heel, fly down and hit him in the head, you know.
My wife has never tossed a shoe at me. 'Cause she knows if she tosses a shoe at me, she's not buying a shoe anytime soon. I'm one of those guys. If something offends me, I won't buy that. And then, you know, next thing you know, she can buy it.
Yes,
so
we know.
She buys them herself instead. So she'll buy them herself instead.
No, she won't. She know I pissed off. I'll toss it in the trash.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm that kind of person. If something offends me enough, I'll just stop buying that something, or a brand or something like that. And if somebody buy it, I'll probably toss it in the trash.
So wasteful.
No, This is not called wasteful. This is
There's poor kids in Africa that could use those stilettos.
no. Actually, you know what? They actually talked about this. If you donate shoes to Africa, it actually hurts Africa's economy.
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you a big box with a pre-labeled shipping on it, and when you get done throwing away all the expensive stuff that pisses you off, you can just ship it to me.
Oh my God! If I was to show you guys the 2 bag of brand new clothes that my wife threw away.
Did you donate them at least?
Huh?
Did you donate them? Did you donate them or sell them to one of those companies that like resells them and shit? I would.
I donate them, but here's the thing: what bothers me the most is when I call them to come pick it up. A lot of times they don't.
That's crazy.
Right? I mean,
kind of like the trash company.
Nowadays, my mother-in-law is like, you know what? If you gotta throw away those shoes, those clothes, bring it to me first. I'll look through it, and then you can toss it. Because a lot of times those are brand new. She'll buy something that's brand new and never wear it.
I love going to one of our secondhand stores here because of my size, especially with pants. Because I don't know if guys are lying to themselves or, you know, they get too fat too quick or whatever. I'll find all kinds of 29 waist everywhere that are brand new for like $6-7 bucks. I'm like, fuck yeah, dude.
My wife is the type of people that will buy those things because of trend.
Well, see, that's the thing.
29 waist. I think
have
the
to
bottom of my pants are 29 inches.
I have to get a 30-inch inseam because you can't get like a 29-inch inseam. So I get like 29, 30.
I'm a 30 inseams, but then you're shorter than me, right?
Yeah. So as I said, my pants are like they're only like maybe 1.5 inches too long or whatever it is. No,
mine are a 32 because a 34 is a head. I can wear a 32 with boots, but if I'm wearing tennis shoes, I got to wear a 34. That way, I don't look like somebody from the outsiders, you know.
Michael, they have the baby Gap in the secondhand store.
They do. Child size, you know, an extra large husky. It fits, okay?
Extra large size husky.
Just order your clothes from Ireland.
Oh my God.
You looking for me trouser?
What I don't get is back in the 90s, a lot of people wear the pants up to their ass, and literally it's just like hanging on their ass. I don't know how those people can walk around knowing that the pants might fall off any second.
You weren't trying to run; they were trying to look cool. Okay.
They run.
Yeah, they had to hold on to them and shit. I think that's
Yeah,
just funny as hell.
I one day I was like, I'm trying to do that to see if I would even hang on my
They
ass.
still do
I couldn't do it.
They just do that with skinny jeans now. I want to like walk behind them and like step on their pants so they fall down, and then they want to chase you, right? They have to try to pull their pants up. I just laugh at them and shit. I would love to do that.
You know what skinny jeans are called if I put them on? They're called posers. They're called poser pants.
I've got a different word for them. The first time I saw some like dude wearing them, and I was like, "Man, what'd you do? Why'd you raid your sister's closet? What the fuck?"
Right.
Wearing fucking bitch pants. They got all mad at me.
If any of y'all have ever seen that movie, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2, if I was to put on skinny jeans, I would look like Brent.
Oh God. With a chicken suit.
Yeah, I'm a chicken. That's the best character in that whole movie.
It is. I love that chicken thing.
That dude's hilarious.
I also like that when it says chimpanzee. That was funny. Was that Steve? Chimpanzee, Steve.
Steve.
I thought that was funny. They don't make fun movie like that anymore.
No, they don't. That was one of the last really good ones.
Yeah, they need to make more fun movies. Like, you know, actually, I don't know, entertaining. I'm not saying that movie wasn't entertaining anymore. I'm just saying that hasn't been entertaining.
Some comedies are funny, but nowadays some comedies are just, I don't know.
No, comedy's not allowed anymore.
People
You can't
think
make fun
funny,
of
I
anything
don't.
anymore. You can't make fun of anything anymore. If you make a movie about with a dog in there, they'll complain about dog abuse. If you make a movie make fun of any stereotype whatsoever, you'll get a bunch of people standing outside protesting.
Oh yeah.
Well, if you have Disney Plus, because like my niece is over here during the week. She's 18 months old, and yeah, all the beginning of all the movies now, it's all this has got cultural blah 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 that we it's not appropriate. This that, and I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
Like it's a movie. It's fake to begin with. You know what I'm saying?
You're talking about comedy, and did you see Chappelle said to boycott Comedy Central because he's not getting any money from the Chappelle Show episodes on there? So
What?
now Netflix pulled Chappelle Show from their network.
Netflix is so freaking. They're like they moral posture too much. They just, I don't know. They jump on any bandwagon that's cool at the time. You know what I mean?
Well, you gotta know it's business, right? So they'll make whatever makes money, they put it on.
Yeah, no, you're right. That's exactly what they're doing.
So my wife recently started watching the new Animaniac.
Is it any good?
Oh, that's right. They did come back out with that.
I sit there watch it with my wife. My wife, the entire 2-3 episodes she watched, she laughed to death. I was just like, "Is this supposed to be funny?"
Did you watch the old ones?
I did watch the old one. The old one was funny.
Old ones are funny.
Yeah, but the new ones is like she get the joke. She had that reminiscing thing going on, but like I watched it, I was like,
old cartoons were great. Like that cartoon Cow and Chicken with that little devil dude on there. That his butt. That was good stuff back in the day, man. It was such crude humor, but it was so funny.
She was kind of pissed about like for 3 episodes in a row, they all show Pinky and the Brain, but not some other characters. So she's kind of like kind of disappointed by it or something like that. I was like,
yeah.
Well, see, it's like you guys remember Ren and Stimpy.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Have you guys ever seen the actual pilot episode of that show?
They
were. It was supposed to be an adult show.
Is it?
Yeah, they were supposed to be a gay couple.
It sounds like an adult show, you know.
Well, they were supposed to be a gay couple because I have like the collector's edition DVDs or whatever. What's got all the episodes? The pilot episode, they were a gay couple.
I think I read something about that before.
It's so because you watch that when you're older and you're like, what the fuck, really? And this became a kids show?
Yeah, it was on Nickelodeon too, right? It was on Nickelodeon, so it was it's as kid as you can get at that time. You know, every kid show
Nickelodeon was way better than the Disney Channel growing up. Way freaking better.
I agree.
Well, the original
Not that the Disney Channel is any good now, but like old school Nickelodeon, that was the meal ticket. That's all I used to watch as a kid. That was the way to go.
Dog, that was a fucking funny show
like
too.
Cat Dog, yeah, the connected ones, yeah.
Yep.
They have a lot of good ones. I used to watch like those, like what's they have those shoot, what is that called?
Well, the original gay couple was Bert and Ernie.
Yeah, that's right.
Are they?
Yeah, they're gay.
Yeah.
They have what, Rugrats. They have Doug.
I mean, everybody on Sesame Street acted gay, so it was hard to tell.
Doug was like my favorite show back then.
Yeah.
I remember watching it. And, like one episode was like showing his closet, and all his closet is the same clothes all over.
That's like, you guys ever watch American Dad?
That's one show.
I've never watched it.
I couldn't understand the joke on it.
Well, American Dad, like he opened the dad, like Stan opens his closet, and it's all the same blue suit and the white shirt and all that shit. Everything. It's all the fucking same with the American flag on it.
And what was that thing called? The girl called the other guy football head. I can't remember what's it called. Arnold?
Hey Arnold.
Hey Arnold.
Hey, Arnold. Yeah, there you go.
I didn't like that show.
I did.
So
I like it.
Nickelodeon was the best channel at that time, right? They have the Legend of the Hidden Temple or something like that.
Oh yeah, that's where they did that was cool.
That was the best show like on there.
And what was the one where they climbed the mountain, like the space age looking one where they had to climb the big mountain at the end?
Guts, I think it was called, right?
Yeah, that's it. That was a good one.
What's it called?
Yeah.
Guts.
Okay. Guts. And I think at the time, Goosebumps was on that too. Was on Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
And Are You Afraid of the Dark? That was good stuff.
So yeah, Nickelodeon used to be the it. I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, just died.
Well, so I was gonna say the same thing with SpongeBob. That was originally supposed to be like a college kid show.
And it makes sense that it would be. It's that far from it anyway.
Yeah, because it ended up getting like, taken on, and they molded it for, kids, which I get so mad at that show when I've seen it, because like, okay, it's supposed to be a kid's show. There's supposed to be like, little lessons and shit in it. They're sitting underwater with a campfire. I get so fucking mad. I'm like, you can't have fire underwater like that. I'm so pissed off.
the Nickelodeon channel pretty much taught me majority of the American culture. Like I came over here in the 90s, right? So like all I never seen anything. Only thing like all the shows that I watch is probably on Naked Night, all those black and white thing. I Dream of Genie and all that stuff. I
Mr.
watch
Ed?
Naked Night just to understand, like try to learn English. And then during the day it was just all Nickelodeon cartoons.
Those were good shows. In Gilligan's Island, I don't remember what channel that came on. I think it came on. I don't know, but that was a good show.
Tony watched Salute Your Shorts, and he's like, "Whoa, I don't want to go to summer camp. This is what it's like."
Yep.
Dude, that was such a great show.
Yeah.
What do you think I felt like when I first watched Breakfast Club?
I don't want to go to high school, man. This is terrible.
Detention feels like that. I don't know.
That's such a good movie, though.
I never went to Saturday detention, did I? I don't know. I don't think so.
What?
I had lots of after school and during school detention, but
Yeah, I
never
had
after school.
Saturday detention one time.
I've never had Saturday detention.
I only got detention. Oh, I got in class detention before.
I was a troublemaker.
I got
in high school,
suspended
but I
one
eventually
time.
had to quit.
That was it.
Yeah, I got suspended a good 8, 9, 10 times. I had in-house suspension, detention, after school, in-house, whatever. Had all that shit.
I only got suspended one time for having a fight in school. That's
With
it.
straight A's, no less. Remember that.
Yeah. But I
You
learned.
can do
I
that,
learned
kids.
not to engage a fight during class time.
Yeah, let's do it after.
Yeah,
class.
they
That's where
generally
we
frown
join the
upon
club.
that.
Yeah.
After that,
See?
it's like, hey, you want to fight me? Come to the martial arts club after school. I'll say, oh, what are you doing? Okay.
I had a kid tell me that one time. You won't go meet at my dojo. I was like, I'll kick your ass in the fucking parking lot. I don't need to go to your dojo. Get all pissed at me.
That was a good time when I get to be bully.
I didn't want to be a bully. I wanted to kick the bullies' asses.
I was never,
dicks,
I was
man.
never bullied.
No, but
Well,
that's the thing.
I'm
I'm
not-
like an
I was-
Asian kid that
I
barely
was
speak
bullied.
English. So all the bully want to pick on me, right? And then back in the day, they would be like, "Oh, you long way, I'll be like, "I'll show you. Let's go."
Dude, no, I'd have probably hung out with you because we would have had all the AP classes and shit.
Actually, yeah, AP biologies.
Yeah. I had AP everything.
AP biology is my favorite course because the teacher actually buys me Burger King.
Oh, I liked AP biology because we had this really good-looking student teacher that was going to the university. That's why I like that class. She was cool.
The teacher loved me because in biology, a lot of time you have to dissect a fetal pig and a frog and stuff like that. I'm always the first one to cut everything open, and then put it like neatly on the table. And then because I work in the restaurant, I know how to skin things.
Yeah, because I'd always like hunted since I was younger and shit, and all the girls like wanted to be in my group because I was like, yeah, it's no big deal. I'll touch all this shit. Ain't no problem. I got it.
I still remember the teacher was like, okay, we're gonna dissect a fetal pig. If you don't feel comfortable, you can leave for the day.
Yeah, they never
Everybody
told
leaves.
us that. They didn't give a crap. Of course,
Pretty
we
much
didn't
all the
give a
girl left.
crap either.
All the girl left. So
Wow.
I was enjoying that cutting the things apart. It's like, hey, classroom, just had to cut things apart. Easy.
Yeah,
Like, Tony, don't eat the pig.
Yeah,
You can't eat that pig. It's soaked in the chemicals.
Then we did the squid, and then we got to fry it up afterwards. That was fun, man.
Yeah, I just squid.
First day of actually, you know what? Did I tell you guys a story where we had a new chemistry teacher who came to the class with a brand new Christmas present from his wife, a sweater, and he was doing Bunsen burner, and he burned that sweater.
That's good stuff right there.
Yeah, he literally turned on the Bunsen burner, turned over, and his sweater just started burning from the back.
I need to take off this bandana. This ain't maybe the best look right here, is it?
That makes you look like an Indian chef, like you're about to cook some tikka masala or something.
Like I'm a Shriner. Like one of those guys in the third Indiana Jones movie.
We were doing lots of things with Bunsen burners that we shouldn't have done. So
I love Bunsen burner. I would love to use Bunsen burner to light my cigars.
Well, they
And
can
then
do it. And they can do that in Oregon now.
and
Or
then
we
took,
talk about two different things.
Well, so that's why they shut down Machine Shop. That was a really awesome class because you're learning how to use CAD lathes and all that shit. And they shut it down because the kids are making pipes. I was like, come on, dude! And they're selling them to other kids at school. I'm like,
Wait,
come on, man.
They use the shop time to make pipes.
Yeah, they're making like pipes for weed. Yeah, and they were selling them to other people. I was like, you guys are gonna get this like shut down, and they did the next year.
We use it to design bridges, and we build bridges with it. It's kind of cool, and then we destroy it at the end of the year.
Yeah, we were doing shit like that we were supposed to do, and then you had the stoner kids that were in there that I associated with, and they were making shit they weren't supposed to.
But you had to give it to them. They do have the talent to make one. So
it was. I mean, it was cool. They're selling for like $10 a piece and shit. It's like that's really good profiteering. But you're gonna get my fucking class shut down. That's fun, and that's why
that's not profiteering if you're using school material. That's pirating.
No, that's profiteering, baby.
That's profit because they didn't pay for the material. That's profit, 100% profit.
And I took auto shop for 4 years because that was the easiest class in the world for me. I didn't have to learn anything. We just had fun in there.
Just draw stuff. Make it all 3D. Put the shades in there.
Fuck, I was lifting trucks, lowering cars and trucks at that time.
Oh yeah, we were doing all kinds of shit that fucking just for fun. Because then my uncle used to race with the instructor, so he knew me because he met me one time when I was little. No, that was an easy class, man. I got on his bad side a couple times because I didn't follow all of his procedure instructions because you didn't have to do that shit to really repair it, and so I kind of got in trouble a couple of times.
So those classes, the class that you actually learned something that you didn't know how to do before.
Those are fun, man.
Yeah, but Tony's so old, his automotive shop, they were making horseshoes.
Actually, we don't even have horseshoes. We're actually just braiding the ropes for the horse.
Yeah. They were harvesting the wheat to make the ropes out of.
But thanks to that class, braiding those ropes made us learn how to make Nike shoelaces.
So you know how to make those flat wide laces that were super popular back in the day.
Well, those are super popular back in the day, but now it's all like, these round fat laces, okay? Round fat laces is the way to go,
We had the flat wide ones, dude. Those were like the thing for a while.
Dude, flat white ones are only popular back in the day when Velcro was popular, okay? Velcro.
Oh my god. Velcro.
Kind of like wasn't that the character from the Neverending Story?
Oh, okay. Here we go. All right, here's a question, okay? Velcro shoes. How many Velcro is on that shoes?
2.
1.
2.
It
right?
depends on if you're 4 or 50.
There's 2. It doesn't matter. There's 2.
I always say 2.
50.
My wife said like it should be 1. I was like, who does 1 Velcro on a shoe? Should be 2. If it's not 2, it's way too much. We'll do it too little.
Unless they're high tops.
So let's talk about the high tops that you lace and then Velcro the top.
No. Then that's not a Velcro shoe. That's just a shoe with the Velcro.
I used to call those something totally different.
Shoes are supposed to fit your feet. That hadn't in Back to the Future too, but we never got that crap, did we? The self-drying clothes. What the heck?
Velcro shoe is one shoe I don't wear because one time when I was a kid, I wear a Velcro shoe. It literally broke on me while I was at gym class.
I just don't wear Velcro shoes because that's the weirdest thing in the world.
No, because back in the day,
I got another 20 years before I can start wearing Velcro shoes.
Back in the days, those shoes that light up are Velcro.
I go get the black and the gray pair from Walmart.
No, my LA lights that I had were lace-ups, man.
When I get old, I'm wearing fucking Crocs, dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Crocs are made, dude. Crocs do not look good on anybody but like little kids. They're cute.
Yeah, but when you're above 50, you have to wear them with You have to wear them with knee socks.
Now I have you guys saying 2, all right? 2 is the right number. I was like, come on.
Argyle socks, but Crocs.
I wear socks. Crocs are nice. Especially when they're so comfortable. They're just so ugly. They're comfortable, just ugly.
There's one of the tech channels that I watched for a long time. He's Canadian. His signature thing is he wears real sandals, like with the Velcro and everything, and socks. He doesn't ever wear shoes.
Fuck that.
But he's Canadian, so that's okay.
He actually had a thing one time where people always gave him shit about it for years and years and years. He's like, well, he's my age. My feet sweat a lot, and so I don't like wearing shoes. So he's wore sandals and socks forever.
Yeah, sounds like he's
That's what happens when you eat all that food there. Like me and my 11.5-pound Canadian bacon I bought today.
It's fucking ham.
I'm so upset that I couldn't buy that Bruce Lee shoes to show Travis. That Bruce Lee shoes.
I'm upset that you couldn't buy them too because I wanted to see them.
Those are cool looking.
Yeah, they were.
They were sold out in like 1
I
minute.
I
1
wear
minute
a
it was sold out.
13 in Nike, so.
You know what's really funny is that size 13 and 14 stayed there for another additional 2 or 3 minutes. No one was buying that size.
I'm really like I'm particular with tennis shoes, and I like tennis shoes with bright colors. And like the last pair of what are they? I think they're Adidas that I got or whatever they are. They're almost too bright, like almost. They're so cool.
See, I like bright colored shoes, but I don't buy them because I feel like when I wear them, then I'm trying to look a lot cooler than I actually am. So I feel like a poser.
I just love them.
Well, when you
what
look
the
too
freak is
cool,
this cat doing? He doesn't belong in those shoes.
Travis, when you look too cool, set a fire. You'll be hot too.
Yeah, that ship has sailed.
Like I've got some boxers that are like neon green and shit. I love those things. They're so cool.
But no one can see it because it's on Boxer.
Yeah, but I know it's there. It's like
I have an orange bandana if that counts for anything.
Wearing a size 13 or 14 is the best because you can always get those shoes on clearance because they're the last ones left and they're just
that's
dust
right.
them off. Yeah,
I
so
don't have that luxury. I wear a 9, like 9, 9.5, and 10. Are
And
like
I'm
the most
not
common
even really
sizes.
tall in the grand scheme of things. I'm not a tall guy in the in the grand scheme of things.
How tall are you, Travis?
6 foot.
Yeah, I'm 6'2", but just having that, I just go to the clearance section. I'm like, what do you got? Bring them out.
Yeah.
That's my buddy at work wears a 13 and a half. I'm like, you son of a bitch. He's
I
like,
have
yeah,
a
get
friend.
this for
His
50
foot
bucks.
is so
you
big,
motherfucker.
he can fit into Shaq's shoes. They have a Shaq like sneaker that's signed by Shaq that he can actually fit in.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I watched Shaq practice when he had just started playing basketball. I went into a practice and watched him practice.
Did you watch him practice actually shooting or free throws?
He was him and a couple other guys just sitting there because that was when he first started at LSU and you could go in the gym and watch him practice. So we went there and seen him practice.
Oh, so did you practice or did you watch him practice falling?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I
like,
watched him practice.
all I can
trying to be
remember about
Michael
Shaq is
Jordan.
that he can never make the free throw.
Both of Shaq's kids are gonna suit up for LSU next year.
That's right.
One of his boys and one of his girls. So.
Yep.
That's only like a natural progression. So
That's like somebody was talking about Michael Jordan the other day, and they didn't like him for whatever reason. I said I don't know him personally. I said I give that guy so much credit for being the same person within reason because he does like basketball camps and stuff, of course. And I saw the videos from a couple years ago, but there was this kid that was like giving him shit. He had his windbreakers on. He didn't stretch out. He didn't do anything. He just schooled this kid at 50-some years old or whatever. And I was like, fuck yes, that's what I'm talking about.
And he smokes cigars, right? That's
Yeah.
another cool point.
not only he smokes cigars, he smokes his own cigars. It's a totally different story, right?
When they showed the 30 for 30 with Jordan, his eyes were bloodshot red.
He said that's how he is all the time. He's naturally like that.
They
but I
were
think
never
he's
like
always
that
high
before.
now. So
They were never like that before.
Yeah,
when
I
you get
don't
old,
think that
a lot
dude
of problems
sleeps.
happen. So if he just think how much cigar he smoked, probably don't smoke into his eyes all the time. That's why it's always red.
And he smokes big cigars. He likes big
Yeah.
cigars.
So the amount of nicotine is like driving those blood vessels, maybe. So I don't know. Thomas Mars says, where the heck is Cigar Mechanic? I can tell you exactly where he is right now. He's probably at his Bible study.
I sent him a link just in case because he was on the Facebooks. But
No, I didn't think they were having it tonight because I was supposed to be in Phoenix, and I told them I was going to join them, and they're like, we're only going to do it if you come down that night because I don't think we're having it that night, and things didn't work out because I was supposed to be in Phoenix like yesterday originally.
yeah, we were supposed to be hanging out having cigars and shit. How?
What happened, Travis? What did you do?
2020.
Nothing. Yeah. In a nutshell, yeah. I mean, it's nothing political. It's just some family stuff came up, and we decided to stay home and host Thanksgiving. That way, everybody, would have somewhere to go.
Yeah, I always thought 2020 wasn't that good of a show anyway. So.
Yeah, right. Everybody's like, I can't wait for this to be over. Like next year's going to be so much better. It's right.
Be the same shit.
Yeah.
When is it like? If you think about it, past 10 years, when is it that 1 year was significantly better than the previous year?
Never.
Yeah.
It's a progression.
Any good thing has to have a progression. I mean, if there's no progression, it's not that good. Right? It's not 1 year where I feel like, oh my god, this year's so good. The previous sucked donkey balls. Never tried that. Have you guys tried that? No, right?
And and if you look at it that way, we're in deep trouble.
Well, progression's progression, right? Progression's progression. Yeah. We can never afford that kind of cigars to smoke. I'll cry smoking one cigar of those.
What is that, a Lancero?
No.
If you can call that Lancero, that's double Lancero. Can't afford those cigars. Like what, 13,000 a stick?
Is that what he was? Is that what he was smoking on the 30 for 30?
God damn.
Is that what,
How much they want a stick? 13,000 a stick?
I thought it was something like that.
I think it's $10,000 for a box of 10.
Oh, okay. So I got it wrong.
Oh my lord!
A solid grand. Well, it's just double the price of an Oro. I mean, come on.
I would never pay that for a cigar. I don't care how good it is.
You know what it's going to taste like? A cigar.
They're custom made for him.
Oh, it's gonna taste like a champion ring. You know, mineral, metallic.
Just what I don't want.
You know, like me and Albert Irvin was talking the other night. This picture, like like a heart rate monitor. This is the cigar industry. Cigars do like this as far as good and bad. It's not like, oh, these are great. These are the worst thing I've ever had. These are life changing. They vary about this much off that center line of what a cigar should be, and that's about it.
Well, unless you,
what I
smoke
mean?
that cigar, the moment that you smoke it, it's pretty good, right? And it's like, this is $10,000. Go.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah,
And then as soon as then somebody go, oh, you don't have to pay for it, and then it goes back up. You know, so
You can smoke cigars for the rest of your life and have great cigars and never spend over $10 if you didn't want to, and that's a fact.
Right.
That's an absolute fact.
Wait, say that again. You can smoke a cigar for the rest of your life and never spend more than $10 per cigar.
Like you can stay in the $10 price range and smoke good cigars. You really can.
Oh yeah, you can stay in the $5 range and smoke good cigars.
Unless you live in New York and they're gonna raise the taxes
Right.
more, and then you won't.
Yeah, like I said, if you bump it up to $15, you never have to spend over 15 unless you choose to. You can get whatever you want for 15 and under.
Plus, you gotta know that price is subjective to where you buy them. So.
Right. I mean, Michael, you don't even sell an $11 cigar, do you?
The La Mandaria is. It's $12 technically.
Is it 12? Okay.
What about the Encore?
Like here in New York, I try to keep it under 20.
I try to keep it under $501.
Well, you should be pretty good then.
I try to keep it under like $10 for myself.
I try to keep it under 15 for myself.
Yeah, that's about me. At 15 and under, I'm good. The sweet spot is about 10 to 12, though.
That could be a good sweet spot. I mean, for me, if it's under $20, I'm more comfortable with. I'm like, oh, okay. But just with the exception with the Davidoff release, they are usually over $20. So
Yeah, like when I buy Davidoff, if I go in there to buy and I'm trying to do it on a budget, I try to, like if I'm getting 2 or 3, I try to stay under 25 because you can't realistically try to buy Davidoff for 10, but from 17 to 25, you can get good Davidoff for 17 to 25.
You can, yeah. There are quite a few sticks that's about $18 too. So.
Yeah, like what's the Nicaraguan or Robusto, about $20, and that or the Escurio, or even the Yamasa in a Robusto is $22 here, so that's not bad.
Yeah, I think it's like 18 or 19 here. So yeah.
18 or 19, that's a really good price.
Yeah,
that's a killer price, and that's. To me, that's one of their not getting into their good releases and all that. That's probably one of their better cigars in my opinion.
I think it was 26 in New York. So
yeah,
it's quite expensive in New York.
10 to 12 is like between 8 and 12 is like the industry sweet spot.
Yeah, and then they try to make premium cigar definition 12. Ha!
That's why, like Casa Cuevas, for the price you sell them at, you are getting way more than you pay for. I mean, way more.
Yes, well, one of the guys, the guy that did the coin that you have, Tony, that silver one. Tyler, he waited till the promo code went active. And he just bought another box of Habano, and I think he got the box for what, $100? Yeah.
Good price. I mean, you know, cigar doesn't have to be expensive, right? It's just enjoyment. If you enjoy it, doesn't matter how much it costs. It could be $2 cigar. If you enjoy it, you enjoy it. Right?
I'm so happy you did the EP Carrillo pack the way you did, because there's only one cigar they have that I hate, and it wasn't in there, and I was like, oh, I'm getting 2 samplers, because there's only one I hate.
You don't like that
wasn't in
Oscuro,
there.
huh?
I hate that cigar. I just don't like it.
Joshua, I bought a 5-pack of 4 kicks, and they sent me a 5-pack of Yamasa by mistake. Bank error in my favor.
Yeah, I guess so. That's pretty good error.
Yamasa is good cigar, so if you got 5-pack of Yamasa, good for you, man.
I mean, you got like $100 worth of cigars.
Well, no, yeah, and somebody got a 4 kick.
That person's pissed.
Cigar don't have to be expensive. I mean, in reality, it's something. It's something enjoyment, right? I mean, just like a good steak doesn't have to be a $500 steak. A good piece of meat doesn't have to be. You know, it's just how much you put the price on it, right? If somebody, there are things that people put like non-reasonable price on certain things. Doesn't mean it's worth that price.
Well, it's like the house blends that I got, dude. I could have sold those for like $6, easily.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, people just you know, I don't know. Some people think that, you know, cigar should be a certain price. They don't. You know, I don't feel like, you know, I don't particularly feel like expensive cigar overall are better than cigar at a lesser price.
That's the guy that I'd work directly with every day. He's been getting a little more and more into cigars. He's been smoking pipes for 5-6 years, but he's been getting more and more into cigars. And he was talking about that the other day, and he's like, man, he's always look at it, well, they're expensive, and that's like a rich man's game. I was like, whoa, back up, dude. You can get stuff that's like $3 that's awesome. You can get stuff that's like $30 that's awesome. I was like, there's a whole freaking price range there, dude.
And awesome depends on the person who's smoking it, right? Awesome depends on who person who's smoking it.
That's what I told him. I set him up a sampler, and dude, he's like stoked because the sampler ended up being like $40, right? And he was just like stoked. He's like, dude, $40 for all this? This is good, and this one's good. And I was like, that's what I'm talking about. There's a price point for everybody.
Oh yeah.
Okay, think of this way, okay? In terms of cigar, let's say if you all right, let's put this as an example, okay? Let's say you buy into the raffle, Christmas raffle, all right? And let's say you only bought 1 ticket, all right? So $5. Is there one cigar that you receive from that raffle? You're like, oh my god, this is all I got. It's a cigar, 1 cigar.
Exactly.
It wouldn't.
Nope.
Right? You'll be like, $5 cigar, I'm gonna enjoy it. You know, $5 5-pack of cigar, I'm gonna enjoy it, right?
Yep.
So a lot of people, you know, regardless what it is, there's not, you know, the thought of a cheap cigar, it's all just a thought, right? Really, there's no such thing as like a cheap cigar, right? It's a cigar I enjoy. Some people like a Cuban sandwich, right? Some people like you know, short fillers because they just don't like.
Yeah, I mean, like those Drew Estate Factory smokes for $1. I mean, they're like a dollar, $1.25. They're good for $1.25. I mean, it's hard to, you know. I mean, a Black and Mild costs that freaking much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people buy those, factory smoke or like a second, you know.
Yeah.
They are good cigars, and you still can enjoy it. I mean, a lot of people are not, you know, a lot of time, a good cigar, that what people think is just like, you know, these flashy bands, not give them the feel of it, right? I mean, when it comes to rarity, like, you know, something like Sumatra or Cameroon, right?
Yeah.
You're smoking it. Are you really thinking about how much Cameroon costs and how rare it is?
Nah.
No.
I mean, if you are, you're a big show off. You're a big snob. Right?
Well, it's like when Brandon used to rep United, right? And they'd always do the blind test where they take the bands off, and they're like, smoke this or smoke that one. You don't know what. That's what I wish a lot more people would do when they're trying something. Take the band off, smoke it for what it is, and then decide instead of being like, oh,
I think we should do that in SSL. We should send out 3-packs in a train and take them off and put them in little individual Ziploc bags and take with a Sharpie, put 1, 2, 3, write down what they are, have the person smoke it, say, I like this, this, or this, and say, okay, this is what they were. That'd be fun.
That sounds like a good idea. In fact, we'll do one of those. I will arrange it and put out the rules and stuff like that. We can do it. Yeah.
That does sound like fun.
That sounds like fun. Yeah, the things. Do I like the band? Yes, I absolutely love the band, right? But does the band make the cigar? No, not really. You know,
I mean, look at my father's cigars. I don't like their cigars, and their bands are awesome, but I can't stand them.
Yeah,
There's like two of my fathers that I really liked. That's about it.
Yeah, me too. The Florida Los Antillas and the Connecticut. That's the only two I care for, and they're still overpriced for what they are.
It's like this. Like I like the what is it, the C2K, whatever the hell that thing is. That thing's pretty good, but it's like $9.
Hello,
See, I like
Maurice.
Yeah.
This
stuff.
time I actually
It's
saw
better
your
than
comment. Hello,
factory, but I
Maurice.
don't like my father's stuff.
Yeah, my father's stuff. I think my father's are pretty universal. They're like not too much of anything. All right.
And then the Jaime Garcia Special Reserve or whatever it is, I like those too.
The Journey was made by my father's. They were pretty.
Yeah.
I think one of the most universal cigars for beginners to people who smoke every day to seasoned cigar smokers, like one of those brands that everybody knows. I feel like one of those brands that cover all the bases is Oliva.
Yes.
Like they cover it. I mean, like the Melanio, like Matt's smoking, is still such a good cigar. But if you're getting into cigars, you can go through just their line and get and really train your palate, because they're basic, but they're still good. It's not like, you know, oh, I just started smoking, I'm going to go buy a Dominican Cohiba for $15. Like that, no, that I don't know.
The one of theirs that I've really grown away from, where I thought it used to think it was pretty good, is what's their Connecticut called? The Reserve or whatever it is?
The Connecticut.
Yeah, like, I don't like that thing anymore.
Yeah,
What,
the
Oliva,
Connecticut. Yeah, once you smoke the Casa Cuevas and Espinosa Connecticut, that cancels out a lot of Connecticut. It really does.
I smoked the Cuevas Connecticut today. Boy, that was
As
good.
you get more seasoned with smoking, you'll find a lot of Connecticut's are like weak.
Yeah, they're like, man,
Like, I
the
like
wrapper's
Connecticut's
sour.
with a punch. I like the ones with the spice. Like the Crema and Rabito's got that spice. That's a good Connecticut. That's a super good Connecticut.
That's where you'll like that. You'll like that 601 black then when that comes out.
Yeah, I can't. But dude, 601 is like they're definitely in my radar, because man, they make some good stuff. That Maduro, I'm making a top 15 list, and I'm telling you right now, it's the #1 by a long shot.
Speaking of Connecticut's, if you guys like a bold Connecticut,
yes,
if you guys like a bold Connecticut, try the Superfly Connecticut by Oscar.
Good, huh?
I've heard a lot about that it is really good.
That is a good one.
Yep.
It's
I like
spicy, but it's good.
It's like that's where, like, when the Rose of Sharon came out, it's light, but it's not that light. And then when they did the Desert Rose, that's where that is way better, because it's got a
The
little
only
more,
reason
like,
I don't
flavor.
smoke more of the Rose of Sharon is, like, I don't
The price.
order them online, and my B&M sells them for like 15, and I'm not paying that for them. It's a
Rose
little
of
bit
Sharon,
much for me.
It's got the size to it though. It's got quite a bit of size to it. But most people think number one is too expensive. Number two is too light. A lot of people, you know, it's like, why are we buying this cigar if it's that light, right?
Have you tried the Desert Rose?
I have, yes.
Yeah, that's got more punch. That's
better.
better.
And here's the thing though, a lot of people want to, like, you know, somebody like smoke Jacob's Ladder, and then they go smoke Rose of Sharon. They're like, you know, duh.
If you want some punch, and a lot of people don't like them, but I tell you, a strong Connecticut, because of the binders, that that Brick House double Connecticut or whatever. That's a stout little Connecticut, because it's got the broadleaf binder.
All right, here's another question. This is gonna be a tough one, okay? If all of a sudden the government just say, you know what, we can only have one cigar company and nothing else. They all had to be merged into one. All right? Which cigar company you would say to survive?
Oh my God.
Which one would we want to survive, or which one do we think would?
You want to survive. One company.
Oh my God.
All right.
Wow.
Shit, dude.
That's I don't know if I can even come up with an answer that fast.
For me, I got to go with McAuliffe.
McAuliffe? Because you like majority of the McAuliffe stuff. So.
There's only been one that I was like, but every other one has been fucking awesome for me.
As an authorized licensed retailer, I cannot answer this question.
Bullshit.
And
Josh
that was
Jones
the
said
after
Don
show.
Burton. So.
Yeah.
Josh Jones said Don Burton. What about you guys, Travis?
Oh man, that's tough. As far as the amount of cigars that they offer in their line, and to my palate, if I had to pick right now, I would probably have to go with Espinosa.
Espinosa?
Because 601 is in that blanket. And they have a lot of good stuff.
No, when I say one company, it wouldn't be a sub company, okay? Like, for example, Evan says Ezra, Zion, and Caldwell. If they survive, they will have to create their own blend. They can't buy from anybody else now. They have to be one cigar company and then one of their whole facing. That's it. Like
I think a lot of people would end up saying AJ because AJ blends so many things.
It would be between AJ and Drew Estate if you took a mass consensus.
Yeah, I think so. But I think my second choice would probably be Casa Cuevas. But see, I only like their mild stuff. Like, I prefer their mild stuff over their Habano and Maduro stuff.
Yeah, their mild stuff is good. It's
Martin,
better. I agree.
I inquired because you said that. Yeah, the Matafina La Mandaria is not going to be. They don't have a release date yet. Yeah, still not yet.
Man, I cannot wait for that.
And I've been informed that once my rep knows, I will be the first to know.
So Matt, what about you? One company to survive and nothing else.
Well, y'all said AJ, and I love AJ. AJ Fernandez.
For me, you guys know, it's either gonna be
Davidoff
or EPC because they make nice boxes.
Dude, I love their boxes. They're so pretty.
All right, so EPC cigars are not bad. I mean, they don't have everything I want, but they make the box enough for me to buy. So yeah, I will choose EPC to survive or Davidoff to survive. I would prefer EPC to survive because it will be much more affordable than Davidoff. If Davidoff was the only one, yeah, everybody had to break a bank. But,
Yeah, so Evan's got a good point. 1502 has like a really good range for the limited amount of like facings they have.
Right.
I have to be honest, on 1502, they're not bad cigar, but they just don't suit my taste. The range is not my range.
The 1502 Nicaragua, the Ruby, and the Blue Sapphire are like my favorites.
Yeah, the Emerald. I smoked the Emerald today, and
I almost bought a sampler of 1502 the other day because I could have got them for like $30, but I'm gonna wait on Michael to get them.
And then the first thing, because you know that 5-pack sampler that Tim has at Cigars Daily.
Yeah,
those actually come in that 5-pack sampler. That'll be like literally the first thing I'll probably have.
I'm surprised nobody said Plasencia because they make pretty much everybody's cigar.
But Plasencia's only got limited facings. They
do, but then they also can create all the other cigars because they made it.
I mean, they do make good cigars, but then again, like you said, you're dealing with a Plasencia is pretty proud of their stuff. So
Tie-Nuts is Perdomo. Perdomo's actually not bad, but I feel like majority of the Perdomo stuff caters to beginner smokers.
Well, it's because the Champagne line has been pushed so heavily.
Yeah.
Because their Maduros and stuff are good. Like I had the 10th anniversary Sun Grown. I don't think that thing was like, just tits, but it was good. But yeah, the Champagne, it's decent.
I feel like Perdomo, majority of the strength are in the medium. I think the highest is medium plus. They don't have full body cigar, do they?
No, their Maduro's not full body.
Yeah.
Their ESVs aren't full bodied.
This is why I say it's more catered to a beginner smoker or lighter smokers because they're actually easy to smoke. All of their cigars are easy to smoke.
Yeah.
Quick says Padron, huh? Ooh, see, man, I'm not a Padron guy.
I'm definitely not a Padron guy.
I'll take a 1926 every once in a while. I mean, it's
me
good for
too.
the price.
It's the daggum price. I like them, but I don't like paying for them.
You give me like the 2000 series and stuff. They're okay.
Let's all be honest. If you've had the Padron 1926 Maduro, and you've had the 601 Maduro, and you're going to be an honest person, we all know which one's better.
You're going to spend the $9 on the 601 instead.
Even if they were both $9, we still know which one tastes better. I mean,
Josh
that's
Jones.
just me, but, you know.
Wait, Josh Jones, I would like to know why you think this question is an unfair question. He said like, a second would be Casa Cuevas and Crown Heads. But how is this question an unfair question? It's a tough one, but I don't think it's unfair because, you know, it's based on preference. So it's
The only way you could do is you could limit it to brands that have their own factory.
Yeah.
Then that would narrow it way down.
Oh yeah, that would narrow it down.
Well, yeah, but then that wouldn't be a fair one because not every cigar company can produce their own cigars. So.
Exactly. Well, see, then if you're thinking a company is going to survive, and it's going to be the only one, they're going to have that sourcing.
But what I'm saying is that one company will survive, but you know, the manufacturing is not, you know, it's not closing. I'm talking about a cigar company, right? So they release cigars, but manufacturing, grower, and not gonna change, right? They still can source it. And obviously, this will never happen in a million years. Right?
I would hope not. Dude, there are way too many cigars out there. It's just ridiculous.
But what does that tell you? That tells you that there is plenty of good cigars out there with choices, right? You have all these choices, but no, you gotta go find Cuban cigar. What the hell is wrong with you?
That's I saw a post the other day, and it just made me laugh. And I was like, "Yeah, you got a real one." They were talking about like their Cuban. This is BS. They pulled like a twig out of it. This thing is so plugged up. I was like, "Well, it's because you got a real Cuban."
Well, it is a man-made product. They cannot be all perfect.
Well, you get half a box of Cubans that are good out of a box, you know.
Well, you know what? The best box of Cuban that you have is the box that you haven't opened yet.
Probably. It's like I saw Shane. Like he gets quite a few Cubans. Yeah. And just some of the dates that he got on, they're like 2015 and 2013.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, damn, that's cool.
And those are the cigars that's gonna taste good now.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
Finally.
If you buy them on that year, it's gonna taste like it's barely any taste. So. It's really up to the people, really up to, you know, personal choices. And this is just like, I wonder, you know, if it's only one cigar company you choose to survive, which one it will be. You know, there's no right answer because everybody likes different cigars, right?
Right.
We did hear some repeat choices, right? So EPC and, you know, definitely.
If I had to go with the ones I've smoked the most, it'd be like Casa Cuevas, then Espinosa.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be right there with you, too, because that 90% of my cigars, I say 90, probably 75 to 80% of the cigars I own came from a little cigar shop, so.
And I think the only reason that you didn't say Casa Cuevas is because they have limited facings. They don't have a lot of choices right now.
True.
Right.
But I could still smoke them every day.
Right. But then like, if they have like 12, 13 different, you know, cigars, you would probably say Casa Cuevas because they do release good quality product at a reasonable price, right? So, you know, if they have enough choices, you have like, oh, you know, all I need was Casa Cueva. They will release everything I need.
would love to see them take the La Mandaria and you know, like they're doing the Maduro. I'd love to see them do one and slap a Connecticut wrapper on it.
I would love to see them release that La Medalla in a Robusto.
Never gonna happen.
I know.
All that would be with the cigar. If you cut the shaggy foot off, there you go. I mean, that's
the thing. A lot of people are intimidated by large cigars or don't have that commitment to smoke that entire.
Now the La Mandaria in a Lancero, like the Punch Chop Suey. Now there's an idea.
I didn't like the Chop Suey. I think a lot of people don't like the Chop Suey.
Well, I mean, just that Vitola though of the La Mandaria. If they would roll it like that, and you got all the wrapper in the Lancero, that would probably be and it would look super cool too.
Now that you mentioned it, what happened to that re-release of the egg rolls? I haven't started. I ordered it for a long time. I haven't got it yet.
No, I haven't heard anything.
No, you haven't got an update or anything.
I think they got delayed and then never heard anything from that after that.
See, I prefer the chop suey over the egg roll. I do.
Me too.
Yes. No. Again.
Not me.
Personal preference, right? Personal preference. So many people like Lancero.
But if the egg roll would have been in like a Toro, I might would have preferred it. Or if the chop suey now would have been in a Robusto size, I would be interested to see. I wonder if all they did was take the egg roll and blend it the same and make it a Lancero.
Probably.
I feel like that's the thing though
Well,
about,
no, they
about
didn't. It was
egg
a
roll. It's
different blend.
supposed to be
Is it?
a snack cigar, right? It's supposed to be a dessert cigar. It shouldn't be that long, that big anyway. So
Yeah, and they're both pretty heavy too. I mean, the egg roll is full body cigar.
Oh yeah.
I you know, even those full body, by the time you finish it, you haven't even got to that full body yet. I feel like it's so short, right? So by the time you finish it, you don't really like, you know, okay, it's full.
As I say, and I think in a Toro size it would have been great, but I think it had some punch to it. No pun intended.
I don't know. Some people hate it though. There are quite a bit of people that absolutely hate it, the egg roll.
Yeah, Cigar Mechanic is probably the #1 hater of the egg roll.
Yep.
Didn't he only smoke one? And absolutely hate it? Come on, you gotta smoke at least
I don't know.
I'll smoke anything. I hated that EP Scuro, but I smoked 2 of them just to make sure I hated it. I'll give anything a second chance.
Yeah, you gotta give everything a second chance.
Right now, when I buy cigars, I try to buy 2, at least 2. Because you can, you know, sometimes if you eat the wrong thing or you're having a, you know, off day or something, you may not enjoy it as much as you will the second time.
So yeah, we should go to after show because we went over already by 21 minutes. So we're gonna go to after show. But before after the show, you know, it's almost Christmas. It's almost gift season. Did you guys know Martina Maya has swags?
I do. I've got swag.
Yeah. So if
Martina
you guys
Maya.
watch Martina
Go.
Maya, give him a little bit of support. You know, here's the thing about buying T-shirts. The thing is that if he only sells just borderline, he still pay tax. So get more so he can make sure that he can pay those tags, right? And yeah, we have swag too. That's most Legion swag. But you know, if you gotta consider you guys between the 2 hoodies, get the Martina Maya one. This one you can get at any time.
We got swag?
Yeah, we got swag. I was waiting for that. That's a little slow. But I'll give it to you that one. All right.
I was just letting you finish.
Anyways, so yeah, have a good night, everybody. We're going to after show. Anybody want to join the after show? Ask one of the mods for the code. It's that simple. All right. All right. Have a good night, everybody. Have a great